Welcome, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well on this most Thursday of Thursdays. Welcome. I am SpaceyBat. I am a Gadgeteer Bat, a game developer, and can you believe it?
3 years of Spacey 56
Yes,
months.
exactly, Event. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've been actually doing this for 3 years already. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful to see you all here today. Yeah. Bats. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is happening. Mm-hmm. No, please toggles. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have been doing my best to set stuff up for today. But it's mostly involving going through all my old clips over the past year. There have been a lot of clips. Thank you to all my clippers who have been helping to chronicle the ordeal, the adventures of SpaceyBat. Yippee! Oh my gosh. I specifically was looking at like clips that were pretty much exactly a year ago. I cannot believe like exactly a year ago, I was just beginning to put together the space levels in Chrono Gear. Back then, only World of Time was done. And now we have like five worlds. We're pretty deep in the finale. Oh my goodness. Like, production has been moving at like lightning speed compared to my previous projects. And yet at the same time, it feels like the game itself is kind of an old relic as far as like Hololive lore goes. It's just like the VTubing community just like moves so much faster. But it's always nice that even though the VTubing community moves so quickly,
26 months of bats.
It's nice that there are VTubers out there.
Oh, thank you!
Thank you, Haas, for 26 months. It's nice that there are still VTubers who kind of like are like a rock, you know. They, no matter how many years pass, they just still kind of do their thing, you know. And I'd like to think I'm one of those VTubers at this point, now that I've been here for 3 heckin' years. And yeah, I follow VTubers out there that actually got their start on YouTube Let's Plays over a decade ago, and now they're VTubers, and it's really cool. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Hello, Alex, Lancelot, Louise, Revdim, Draggy, Blake, Haas, Hero, Newbie Around, Edge Drive, Darkmoon Cross, JJ Rocket, Notikin, Bats, Latent Logic, Kitty Doll Classes, Bats, Kiyomi, Mighty Corinthian, Ghostly Feline. Did I say your name already? Oh my gosh!
Why you say yeah?
Oh my gosh, you're always spoiling me so much today. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I know, right, Spec? That was one of like my biggest sources of hesitation to even start the project, because I knew that 3 years is a long time especially in corporate VTubing, where like, oh my goodness. But then again, I feel like that brings meaning to projects like this, because projects like this are a bit more permanent than, you know, like stream archives, you know. At least that's how I personally feel. Things like artwork, stories, games, I feel like they'll like stand the test of time. And like they're probably going to be like the main like sources of how people in the distant future will learn about these characters. Because I don't know, like, even though there are YouTube videos that have been around since the very beginnings of the platform, it still feels like it could just go away in any moment.
Tier 1 sub to Arrow.
There's something special.
2 gift subs in the channel.
Even for digital only games, there's just something special about like the permanence of such media. Oh, Leighton, thank you for gifting a subby to Hero. Let's go. Yeah. I've been treating myself by getting some books recently. They look quite nice. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, it's super sweet, Hero. You can't, oh, Ed Tribe, you can't wait for archaeologists in the future to find your paperback copy of T4, which, for those who don't know, is a Hololive fanfic that my friend Trip made. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. Like, when you think about, like physical merch, how that's gonna, like, last, like, much longer, potentially, than the VTubers or the company. Crazy stuff. Also, Sammy says hi. He's a barchaeologist. Barchaeologist. I'm proud of that one. I think that's one of my best puns yet. Barchaeologist. I mean, they do share something in common. They like to dig up bones. Huh? What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I am celebrating 3 years with you all. And I figured we would spend most of the stream just like reminiscing, going back on old clips and stuff. There have been so many clips in the past year, like more than even last year, to the point where I actually ran out of time putting them together. I've got a list of clips all the way up until July, so I suppose we could start with those, and then I'll start winging it after that. You know, winging it. Jack Umbrian, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Paige, let me calm her down and then get myself a cough drop. Hold on a second. Paige, stop. What is it? Oh. Okay. I'm back with a cough drop. Mother, your head is huge. That reminds me of the clip. Like, it was a very old clip, but somebody put on a mask, like a realistic cat mask, and then they like looked at like their cat, like the cats in the room, which there were like 5 cats like sitting on a bed or something. He just looked at them and they all like ran away because they were terrified. Oh, you know that one? Yes, let's go. I can tell I am among my people. My underwings would know what I'm talking about. Also, thank you everybody for Hype Train. Let's go. I probably should have refilled my water, but I can do that during the first break. Yeah, and moving forward, I do want to get a bit better about having ad breaks when I'm actually taking a break. Because I think that'll help. Hi, Train Squad! Yeah! Oh my goodness. Good stuff. Thank you all. Alright, so, the plan for today is we'll do clip watching, reminiscing, and then I'm thinking like, maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours in, depending on how long it takes, we can come back over here and then I'll have a special announcement that is regarding this channel. Which is, you probably know what it is because I've been yapping about it periodically for the past like couple months. But it's finally set in stone, so awesome. And if we have time afterwards, I'm not sure what I could do. I'm thinking maybe I could open up with a mic, bring in some teammates. I could also continue Mega Manuary stuff. Making fan art, that's a cool idea too. But for now, we shall start with clips. Alright, let me just hop over and then we'll get started. Okay, so this is the very first like clip after my previous anniversary stream. It's when Ashley and I had the Ashley's Arcade stream. That was so much fun. Also, when I start playing, do let me know if the audio's okay. Let's go. Ba, ba, What? What?
Oh, I gotta move so I'm not covering up the screen. Just kidding, it's only Fairy. The stream is only me now. You're not gonna get to see the arcade game, it's me.
Yeah, it's Let's Play watching Ashley. Okay, I turned it down by 3 decibels. Yeah. You remember that, don't you? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna depopulate the list as we go along. Yeah, this is one of the games we played later. And you know, this game is like so cutesy that it really
power of flame.
It really caught me by surprise that you could just like shoot fire at stuff with one of the power-ups. Also, why does it default to being muted? I wish it didn't. Oh yeah, I told the Chrono Gear team like exactly a year ago we were just starting World of Space and they're kind of blown away too. Yeah, too bad it auto mutes. I don't want it to. Okay. Wow. I'll just be on it.
And mine.
Yeah. So.
Thank you.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. I wanted to see like how long Ashley was gonna hold it before she like turned her head or anything. I think I timed it pretty well. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Pella 2.
Happy streamiversary.
Oh, thank you, Haidon. Thank you so much. Thank you for the biddies. Yeah. I've been keeping tabs on Pella Crash 2, and it's going smooth. It's going very smooth. It's definitely gonna be like one of those dishes that takes a bit to simmer, but I think the wait will well be worth it. Well, okay. Next one. And that's why you're not the smartest guy around. This was when I played Maverick Hunter X. Like we were deep in Mega Manuary at this point. It still breaks him. Shotgun ice. This is what it's like. Okay. Yes, this is what it's like to have, I guess everything I said about the boss weaknesses before doesn't apply to Spark Mandrill. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Shotgun nice. Yeah, ice is nice.
Mission accomplished.
Shotgun ice. His voice actor in this game is so good. Let's freaking go.
This is what it's like.
Imagine if like a fan game was made that had this like 2.5D Maverick Hunter X style, and it just like continued where it left off. It like fans started remaking other X games in this style. They have most of the assets in Mega Man X Dive, so I don't know. Maybe someday a bat can dream. A Mega Man fan can dream. Maverick Hunter X2 would slap so much. Oh my gosh. Yes, it would. But in the meantime, we got plenty of Mega Man games to hold us over. When Mega Man actually starts walking. Oh yeah, and I play Power Up. I could go back and play this as the other characters because the experience is different enough that I think it's worth it. Hey, I'm Chippy too. Oh, yes. Nice. You made it a clip hide on? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, chibi time. I think if I play it again, I would play as Cutman first. Because he's my favorite of the Mega Man 1 Robot Masters. Who doesn't like Kung Fu Cutman? Ma'am, are you aware that you're a bat? This is the moment that she found out. Yeah, that's so, that's still so crazy that like a year ago I was just putting together the second space level. And like, let me think, how many levels was that at that point? Because I know that World of Time has the intro stage, Belltown Carnival, Sands, and Cyclone, and then the world boss. So I think there were only 7 levels back then, and I think we're like up to like 34, 35 now. It's so nuts. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised that one blew up as well. I was not expecting that. I guess like for some reason, I mean I kind of know the reason, but like my most popular clips tend to be ones where I get flustered or where there's scuff or where I have technical issues. Well. Oh yeah, this is one of those playing Shadow the Hedgehog too.
Well, what a coincidence.
It's like they're not even there.
Doctors
Yeah, he just ignores them. What? What? Oh my gosh, I love my reaction here.
We're counting on you.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening right now? Yeah, this was the start of a magnificent year for Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, I can't get over. Like, they had to have known how cheesy that was, that he just karate chops the keyboard and then it's fine afterwards. But they just like rolled with it, and that's one of the things that I love about Shadow the Hedgehog, the game. They're just like, they're so earnest in what they do. I've heard the same thing about that what's that one Final Fantasy game where they go to kill chaos? It was made recently. I've seen clips of that, of the cutscenes, and it's just like so over the top, ridiculous, edgy that it kind of wraps around to being endearing again. Stranger of Paradise, yeah. Have you seen the one where he says like bullshit, and then he walks away and then like plays a song on his iPod or something? Oh my gosh, I thought that was an edit that somebody made, but that's actually in the game. He says bullshit, and then he walks away, plays like Limp Bizkit or something on his iPod for a few seconds, and then it cuts to the next scene. Spacey swear. Yeah, I've been sneaking them in a little bit more recently. I remember when I was like very much like very like strict on not doing cuss words or anything, but I think as time went on, I think I think it just goes to show how relaxed I am, like streaming on Twitch and being around y'all. Oh, you finally saw Sonic 3. Hi, Non, let's go. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was so good. It was so good. I mean, there was quite a lot of juvenile humor in it, especially with regards to like the humans and stuff. But everything with Shadow makes up for that. His character is portrayed like perfectly in that movie. Like I couldn't have asked for a better like major motion picture based on Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah. Yes, no spoilers for the movie, because not everybody has seen it yet. Okay. I like how the hyperlink for this specific clip is fun, respectful yam. They just put like random words in there for some reason instead of like number IDs, which is kind of interesting. Oh yeah, this part. Everybody knows this part. The more the merrier.
You know what they say.
The more the merrier.
You know what they say.
The more the merrier. The more the merrier.
You know what they say.
The more the merrier.
You know what they say?
The more the merrier.
You know what they say?
This is something that...
More the merrier.
How long does this go for?
More the merrier.
Oh my goodness. Okay. No, then I had to start over because I got hit. That's something I like to call the Flame Hyenard problem, where amateur, well, maybe not necessarily amateur, but some developers will make a voice clip play literally every time an action is taken, instead of randomly cycling through multiple voice clips, which I highly recommend. And I also highly recommend, on top of randomly cycling through a few different takes of the clip, I also recommend making it so that there's only a percentage chance that it will play. Either that or give it a cooldown. So like the first time Eggman says, you know what they say, the more the merrier, give it like a cooldown of like 30 seconds or something. And then after that, it'll play again. Yeah, it's no use. It does lead to some very memorable moments, but I almost feel like it's in like the wrong way. I don't know. Some people are like dig it. It depends on the context. Like if people are there for like the humor, for the hee hee ha ha's, then I could see it maybe not being an issue. See you all on Anniversary 4 where she can triple it up. Oh, that's the thing, Hero. I am only looking at clips from the past 365 days. So like during my 4th anniversary, I'll look at clips from this year. It might be nice to like do a rewatch of my 1.0 debut. If we got time. Oh yeah, burning the ground. Burning the ground. But Spacey, the more the merrier when it comes to voice clips. Yeah. Okay. Next. Well, I've heard that the remake for Switch is
Happy
like
3 years.
very good. Like it's basically
thank you,
just like
Sully.
keeps everything.
Thank you so much for the biddies.
The way it is. What? I still don't know how that happened. What key did I press? I must have pressed like something to jump to the other screen, but even then it would have played the transition, wouldn't it? It's so weird. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so whatever, it's funny. What? What? I swear my OBS is like specifically personalized for Spacey antics. And the reason that I kind of like squeak sometimes when I laugh is because of the way that I'm still taking in air when I'm laughing. So I'll be like, as I'm breathing in, and then I'll be like, it's like I refuse to stop breathing if I'm laughing hard because I don't want to suffocate. Even though I know I won't suffocate, but still. But that leads to the squeaky toy effect. Oh my goodness. Okay, next one. Oh, Suki, sometimes you laugh so hard you sound like a bat echolocating. Nice. Oh, yeah, Edge Drive. I've noticed that, like, sometimes that happens with you, too. Like, you'll breathe in while you're laughing, and then it, like, results in, like, a squeak. It is a healthy laugh. Okay. Yeah, and I started playing in terms of what inspired me to make, like, a world map in Freedom Plan 2. I'd say this game inspired me a little bit. Yes, exactly. Also Mario 3. Mario 3 and Shovel Knight. It would have been cool to, like, one of the ideas that I had really early on was that there would be wandering shopkeepers that would sell rare items, but in the final game, I felt like there weren't enough, there weren't enough item types to kind of justify that sort of thing, so those merchants instead became NPCs in the hub areas. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was talking about Freedom Planet 2's world map and the inspirations behind it. And yes, this is the point where I started playing the Shovel Knight series. Oh, I want to play King of Cards soon. Maybe sometime after Mega Manuary. That'll be so good. Yeah, Alex, I love Freedom Planet 2's world map. Like, Tyson Tan, like, cooked for that. Oh my goodness. He cooked so hard that I didn't even feel like it needed a polish pass, like the other sprites that he made. We just left it as is, and it has, like, a nice painterly quality to it. And that style of world map is something that I carried with me into our current project. Maybe not necessarily in terms of having those, like, elaborate graphics, but in terms of having, like, a character on, like, a map, and they go to, like, different roads and stuff. Oh, thank you, Toaster Strudel. Freedom Planet 2 world map was such a good call. It helps with getting a sense of the world and how the kingdoms are all connected. Yes, exactly. And I remember, like, one time I posted an image on Twitter where I labeled all of the Freedom Planet 1 levels and where they took place in Freedom Planet 2's world map. Especially on the very first, like, map screen in Freedom Planet 2. Like a little bit east of the starting point, you can see Relic Maze. That's a nice attention to detail that Tyson Tan did, and I'm so happy for it. Would it be cool if you asked a Freedom Planet 2 development question? Oh, yeah, no problem, Bombinator. Go right ahead. Yes, LKQ, the floating island map. It's so pretty. That's like if I didn't have a extreme fear of heights in real life, I would want to live there. It's so peaceful and serene and colorful, and oh my gosh. I hope Tyson Tan's doing well. I just continue to feel, like, blessed that he was passionate enough about our game to help us to such an extreme degree. Yeah, even on the map, like the map of Perusa too. I kind of wonder what it would have been like if we actually had time to animate, like, the water, like the shorelines and everything. But even as it is right now, it's just so good. Everything in the second half of the game feels so good. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Bobinator asks, I remember hearing somewhere each of Murga's forms were way more elaborate. If that's true, is there anything left of that, or was this just concept stuff? Well, to be specific, Murga's forms weren't more elaborate, they were more difficult. And, like, each of her individual forms originally had, like, the kind of difficulty and longevity of, like, an individual boss fight at that point in the game. And we realized pretty quickly that with 6 different forms for Murga back to back, that kind of difficulty just would not feel nice. Especially with the fact that your health carries over between bouts. So, at some point, like, we realized, like, we had to tone down the difficulty of her forms. So, during that toning down, her attacks remained the same. That you just got, like, more of a reaction window in order to deal with them. And you got more opportunities to actually get damage into Murga. Whereas in the original versions that were, like, final boss hard, she moved around a bit faster, and it was a bit more difficult to get damage in. So I think, like, the only phase of Murga that ended up getting, like, scrapped, like, attacks was, which one was it? I think it was Eclipse Form. Eclipse Form had a few, like, sword sprites that ultimately ended up being unused because she only attacks with, like, her main, like hand blades. But, like, there were swords strong for Eclipse Form, but we ultimately decided that what she had in terms of her sword moveset was enough for that phase. So we didn't use the Eclipse swords. But I think that's literally the only one that had, like, attacks that were originally planned but didn't come to fruition. Thank you for answering. No problem, Bominator. Thank you for asking. Oh, Mighty. That is true. Like, my personal headcanon is that, like, the earpieces on Lilac's ears are hearing aids. Like, because she's kind of like only half dragon. she's only able to like naturally hear stuff when she's underwater. So the earpieces kind of like are almost kind of like little like water bubbles in the way they operate, where they kind of like amplify her ears so that she can hear outside of the water. But that's my personal like headcanon. I mean, technically, since I'm like the creator of the Free Implant series, like my headcanon technically is canon, but like I just like I try to err on the side of caution until something's actually like explained in a game. But it's a nice thought. Sammer6, hello, thank you so much. Glad you could be here. All right, so let's go to the next one. I like the URL address of this next clip. It's relentless cowering doot. What? That's quite the insult. Knowing Edwin, he'd retcon them into being a stash for Tim Tams. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I talked to him recently. He's doing well. He might get a new job where he is. Which I wish him the best of luck. Yeah. What are these? Oh my gosh, what are these URL names? This one's Wise Animated Lamp Fungineer. Oh yeah, Arzat. Bats. Oh, this is another scuff clip. Okay, there you go. I really liked Arzat. Like I do wish the gameplay was like a little like more like had a little more pizzazz to it, but based on the fact that, you know, it's inspired by the CDI games, like I don't really care. It's just a good time, you know? Like, despite, like, how they kind of, like, based it off of the scuffy animation of the CDI, you can tell that, like, there's a lot of heart put into it. And I'm really happy that they are going to continue the series, and I can't wait to see what the sequel's like. Maybe, will they deviate more from the CDI formula? I'm not sure. But, like, I was really caught off guard by the story. Like, it's very earnest. And especially the part where the king is on his deathbed, that wasn't even played for laughs. That was just a genuinely heartfelt moment that like really caught me off guard. And I almost feel like that's one of the big reasons why like the game ultimately ended up being very special to me. Yeah, Corinthian 2, I like how they got the original VAs. And they tried to get Morshu's voice actor, but literally nobody knows who he is. Like, it's almost like Morshu's voice actor like was just brought into the studio one day, like said his lines and then left, and they never saw him again. And they never bothered to ask his name or anything. Like even the original voice actors that were brought on board for Arzat did not know who Morshu was voiced by. And I like how everyone's just kind of headcanoned that Morshu was voiced by himself. That's the reason nobody can find him, because he's a fictional character. But gosh, imagine if they did find Morshu's VA. Like, I wonder what character he would have voiced. Would he have voiced the shopkeeper again? I don't think so. Yeah, he's cryptid. He's a cryptid. Yeah, walks in, nails his lines, refuses to elaborate, and leaves. And it's just actually funny to me because he only had 2 lines. Love boil, rope, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies. And then his second one is, sorry, Link, I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer. That's all. And he's the most popular character. It's actually awesome. I just love when kind of like the mythos around a story like that kind of like takes on a life of its own. based on like audience reception. Like Shadow the Hedgehog is another example. Like the original plan was for him to only be in Sonic Adventure 2, and after that for him to stay dead for forever. But he was so popular that they brought him back. And now, last year was the year of Shadow, and it was awesome. Wonder if they know how legendary they are. I know, right? I like to imagine that whoever voiced Morshu is just like permanently not online. Like he's just like the normiest of normies. He only uses the internet to check his email. But other than that, he knows like absolutely nothing about like what goes on the information superhighway. He just like sticks to himself. Maybe he became like a I don't know, like a shopkeeper or in real life. in some like rural area. Morshu's just a monk in the mountains somewhere meditating. Yeah, imagine. He followed in Morshu's footsteps. All right, let me take a sip real quick. Okay, so this address name is Inspiring Entertaining Cobra Double Rainbow. That sounds like the name of an attack. Inspiring Entertaining Cobra Double Rainbow. You bet it's gonna come out that he just casually mentions to a grandkid, you know, I was in a video game once. Yeah. A piece of interactive entertainment. That where you have to stop and place. Yeah, Penny's Big Breakaway. This part, yeah. Okay. 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 Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. 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 I thought I had broken free at that point, but then I was like, no! Oh yeah, Gospel, like, I am very convinced, well, not very convinced, but I'd like to think that the devs actually saw this specific clip, and that's the reason they patched it out. But I feel like it's maybe, like, common enough that they would have discovered it from other people. But, like, I remember, like, I think one of the musicians on the team ended up hanging out with us during the finale of it. That was really sweet. I do wish that they had more time to, like, put a little more sauce into the final boss, because I could tell that that final phase was kind of just, like super rushed. But, yeah, I thought it was a very good first 3D game for Evening Star. And I hope it did well enough that they couldn't, because I want to see how they, like, iterate on this concept. I hope it did well enough that they could do so. Imagine Christian Whitehead randomly pops in and confirms Spacey's theory. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? That'd be super sweet. But we did get a dev in chat, which I'm very honored about, so thank you. But yeah, like, I'd say like 80% of the game, like, I quite enjoyed. It's just a little bit like, it's also kind of interesting how some worlds will only have like one or two levels in them, and then the other ones will have like, I don't know, like 4. So that's kind of intriguing. Okay, next one. Oh, I can't get enough of these URL names. This one is Scary Filthy Peach AMP Energy. Okay. Oh, this part.
Oh, sweet relief. So long.
Okay. You give him like the rope ladder with the expectation that he'll climb down to the door, but he breaks the window. And then he climbs down from the outside. The way he punched the window open. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, very much like Tarzan. Okay. Oh yeah, and this part too. The quest for that one item that is needed for 100% completion, which is the sword upgrade. And it plays this cutscene which you can't skip. Try to skip. Can't skip. It's the only cutscene that can't be skipped. I have a soft spot for these kinds of gags where it's just like really drawn out. Cutscene that can't be. And even in the context of like a speedrunning game, having like a little bit of a moment where you just kind of like wait it out. Like if you're like on like an elevator ride and it's playing like the cheesy elevator music and you have no choice but to wait until you get to your destination. I don't know. I have a soft spot for that, even though I like going fast. I've thought about doing that in Chrono Gear somewhere, but I honestly like don't know which stage it would actually fit in. So probably can't, but you know. Your favorite gags are when they draw it out, and then they bring it out much later. Yeah, that too, if it comes back later. Like I can't believe I'm making this as an example, but you know that one like Family Guy clip where he like trips and falls on his knee and he's like, ah, and they bring it back later in the episode and it's like, okay, that actually works. It would be a donation readout moment on GDQ. Oh yeah, you have a good point, Haas. So moments like that, if they're not too lengthy, but enough that like people get the gag, it could be good for you know, if the game goes on GDQ someday, it's a good place to read out donations. Oh, wait, yeah, did you see in the most recent GDQ, when they speedran Crazy Taxi, they had an actual live band playing the songs. I thought that was such a cool way of getting around, like, the copyright restrictions on Crazy Taxi's music. It was so good, Blake. Oh my gosh. I wish I could find a clip of it right now, but there were some sections of the game, obviously, where it was like over in seconds, so the band only played a few seconds of a specific song, and the crowd was just going nuts. Yeah, they did the yeah part. Yeah, it was. You saw it, Alex. Yeah. Oh, you wanna see it now? Is that a specific clip? Is that the whole run? Oh, I'm gonna see if it's the whole run. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the separate screen. Okay, it's the whole one. Okay. We got time. I'll show it off. So I have to make sure that I've got it in my YouTube. Where's my YouTube capture? There it is. Okay. Okay, so let us go for yeah, you see? Yeah, they're are they actually playing the menu music right now?
Alright, before we get started, I'm gonna toss it over to Tudos and Chuck.
Yeah, Blake, isn't it cool?
On how this crazy box run is gonna go.
Just wait until they actually start playing. It's so cool.
It's 10 years. The last time we did crazy.
The video's too quiet? Okay.
HGQ 2015, and what
How's that?
better way to kick things off in its 10-year anniversary?
Oh yeah, they are playing the menu music. The drummer is.
Tell us a bit more about the run.
This was so hype.
Yeah, so there's not going to be a lot of commentary during this run for obvious reasons. So I just want to give you a basic idea of what's happening here. So there's quite a few game-breaking glitches and a clip, some skips, but I'm not going to be going over any of that. So what we're here for is the band. So what what we're gonna do with them is there's 16 levels in this mode, Crazy Box, that are all time restricted, similar to Super Monkey Ball, if you've seen that before.
Yeah, pretty much is kind of like Super Monkey Ball.
So every time I finish a level, or I have to reset,
Oh,
they're
Zentry,
playing along
hello.
with that. So anytime I mess up, they're restarting.
Yeah.
In between some levels, we'll be doing 2 quick donations.
This was such a cool idea.
We have a cabbie donation incentive, and now that's not going to close right as the run starts. Oh no, that's going to keep going, and during specific parts of this run, we're going to be asking which cabbie has the most donation totals. And
Yeah, the drummer in the back's like,
at a specific
okay.
So keep those donations coming in for Prevent Cancer. And why don't we go ahead and get this run started, Chuckles? Let's throw it back to Bellama.
All right. So, Xanadir, who are we going to start with as our captain?
Yeah, it is, isn't it, Notican?
Get off with Gina. All right, and are we going to be sticking with the?
Yeah, Gina, let's go. Gina's my main in Crazy Taxi too.
This whole run. Guess what? We're going with the Crazy Boy.
And because of the way her character works, she is the ideal for speedrunning because like she has better stats than the other drivers, but if you mess up with her, like hit a wall or an obstacle, she'll stop dead in her tracks, where the other drivers have better recovery. For a speedrunner, that doesn't matter. All that matters is the speed, so usually Gina's the go-to.
And our lad over there, the animal himself, slapping on the bass. We've got Squidilla. On lead guitar, backup vocals, and representing DK64randomizer.com, you got the one.
DK64 randomizer. I want to play that sometime. I still want to have a monkey week where I play like monkey themed games. Yeah. I know, right, Ferris?
Of the hour on the steering wheel. Oh, wait. On the handlebars, you got Chuckles 825.
This is like the absolute best way to get around like copyright restrictions for music. Yeah, Gospel, I want to play Ape Escape. I need to show you all that game.
I'm gonna give y'all a countdown from 5. Y'all with me?
Yeah!
All right, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah! Day after day,
Our lives are red.
the powers that be just breathe down your neck. You get no respect.
You get no rally.
Gotta speak up and yell out your piece. So back off the rules, back off the job, 'cause I'm sick and I live to stay alive. Leave me alone, asking a lot, just don't wanna be control. It's all I want. It's all I want. It's all I want. It's all I want. Yeah. How many times?
It's gonna take.
To someone around you, here's what you say. You try being cool,
You feel like a lie.
you play by the rules. Now it's their turn to try. So play off the rules, play off the track, 'cause I'm sick of not living.
Yeah, and then they just stop.
There is a chain that's never broken. Do another story, it's never true. Speedrun and lose time, every sense is split. Same old way as previous red went. Comes around, well it goes around. Nothing changes 'cause it's all the same. What you get, the one you give away. It all.
It's so good.
Do you think you can make this jump? I wanna hear you. Fart.
Yeah, it is kind of like a medley, isn't it? I know, right, Alex? The fact that they can cut off like that so quickly and just pick right back up with the next song is just like so good. And the crowd is into it and everything.
He's not blatant similarity. He struggled to find distinctive moiety. All he found was vulgar superficiality. Like folks said, such sharpness and shared with the others. It signified his anger and his misery.
Yeah.
Trip Tech, thank you for 3 months. Thank you for your support. Yeah, I'm showing everybody the Crazy Taxi GDQ concert, I guess. Because as soon as somebody in the chat said that they haven't seen it, I was like, yes, we need to watch it. Lockdown, hello. I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you are too. Let's go! Let's freaking go! Yeah, Elvie, that's the thing too. They're so into it. Like you could tell the band loves this game too. Oh, I forgot about the bowling minigame.
Alright! How you feeling? We're gonna throw it over to our first donation break. Zenit here, take it away!
Let's kick it off with $25 here from JBM that said, hey, it's time to donate some crazy money.
Nice.
We've got $500.
Yeah, and the drummer actually isn't taking a break.
Keep this crazy taxi run a secret before submissions because this is so cool.
Lead singer kind of sounds like Weird Al. I could kind of hear that.
Good luck on the run. Chuckles and rock on the limiter cut.
I feel like Weird Al is maybe just a pinch higher pitch.
That was an awesome run, dutifully done quick. Can I get another dudes?
Yeah, get that drummer cooling pad.
That said, hey GDQ, you ready to raise some crazy money for charity?
I love the energy that even the commentator has.
And 60 cents from Cam that said, are you ready to make some crazy money? Here we go. Yeah.
This whole part was just like so, you could feel the magic.
Ever since I played Echoes of Wisdom, I couldn't wait to see all the ways it could be broken at a GDQ event. Here's to making it happen and helping prevent cancer. We are at 1.782 million and counting.
That's nuts.
1.783 and counting. We need to reach $2 million together to unlock the Echoes of Wisdom.
Over $2 million, I bet, by the end of it.
This marathon. We can do it together. You're getting a 2-for-1 right now because that is a milestone. Check out the glitch exhibition for the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Check out the bid wars we have right now, like the cabbie choice for Crazy Taxi, the character model choice for Ocarina of Time randomizer. Together, we can get one more game.
One more game. One more game.
I believe
one
in you.
more
Are you
game.
ready to get crazy?
Alright, who is our next cabbie? Are we swapping it all?
We are swapping off to BD Joe.
Alright, glad to hear it, Zena. Are we ready to get back into it? We're counting down this one from 3. Alright, 3, 2,
1, go!
Yeah. Day after day, the powers that be just breathe down your neck. You get no respect. You gotta speak up and yell out your piece. So bang off the roof, bang off the roof. Something's gonna live and to stay alive. Leave me alone, asking the light. I don't want
Oh, is that an accident, or did you miss it on purpose?
Day after day, lies are wrecked. Powers that be just bring down your neck. You get no respect. You get no nothing. You gotta speak up.
Accident, you think? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love to hear it. There is a chain that's never broken.
Almost there.
You know the story is never true.
Yeah, it is such a hardcore selfie. Oh my goodness. It took me so many tries.
This crowd, you guys are amazing. I want to keep on hearing ya. Clocks crack, styles, empty swung guns. Sunday came and encroaching on us.
Yeah, like I like Argo how like even though they mostly stick to the lyrics, like there's a bit of improvisation at the start of each song.
10 in 2010. 10 in 2010. What kind of guy don't castrate such a thing? 10 billion people all suffering. 29 these bitches hungry mouths to feed. Forget what you want, crash what you need. 10 in 2010. 10 in 2010.
Gonna take a break from drawing. I drive, no problem.
Car is looking a little bit crowded. Can we get them all dropped off in time? Let's go!
Oh yeah, this one where you just have a bunch of grandmas in the back. Yeah, that was a really clean cutoff, Elfie. I agree.
Similarity. He struggled, find his seat to moiety. All he found was vulgar superficiality. Oh no!
No! Ah! Yeah, they gotta improvise that part.
We can't let those grandmas all drown. Despite that, he's no blatant similarity. He struggled to find
Yeah, the oh no was perfect. That could have been like a voice clip in the actual game. Yeah. How many are left? 4?
All right, all right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Day after day, the powers that be just bring down your neck. You get no respect. You get us.
Oh, Elfie, that's super sweet. Yeah. Brings me back to the early 2000s.
Leave me alone. Asking a lot, I don't wanna be controlled. It's all I want. It's all I want. It's all I want. It's all I want. Let me hear ya. Yeah, 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 yeah. How many times is it gonna take till someone around you hears what you say? You try being cool. You feel like a lie. You play by the rules, but it's their turn to try. So bang up the rules, bang up the job, 'cause I'm sick of nothing but to stay alone. Leave me alone, not asking a lot, just don't wanna be controlled. It's all I want. It's all I want. It's all I want.
Heck yeah!
All right.
Awesome.
Does anyone in the crowd know how to parallel park?
What is this, parking garage rally circuit? I had fun with that game.
There is a chain that's
And I think the dev is still working on it. It'd be cool if at some point he pushed out an update that added a bunch of community-made maps.
Alright, this is the last intermission. I'm throwing it over to Xanadier.
I know, right, Ferris? This band is on another level.
Alright, I'm ready for my solo.
One more game. One more game. One more game. One more game. One more game.
Shout out to the tech and audio team. The crazy taxi mix was beautifully balanced, as all things should be. Love you, GDQ. Love you, chat. I can't wait for the man, the myth, the legend, ZFG, coming up later tonight. Help us to get that glitch exhibition for Ocarina of Time. We're $300,000 away, and we're continuing to get there. While you look at that incentive, $2 million.
What's the name of the band?
The bonus game.
Oh, that's on the tip of my tongue.
We can get there together, team.
Oh, they said it like right at the start.
And help support Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Limiter Cut's name?
From the sound defense that said, my mom was diagnosed
Right, I
with
think
breast
that's
cancer
it, isn't it?
2021. But thanks to early detection, she is now cancer-free. She had no family history and no
Cancer-free,
history.
let's go.
If she can get it, anyone
Yeah,
can.
okay, it's Limiter Cut.
And
That's the name of the band.
Everyone, thank you for your generosity and your kicking butt on the drums. Let's go! Here's $250 from Dew Wolf that said, this is where I buy my concert ticket, right? $25 from Lonkertons that said, absolutely peak GDQ content. Let's go!
Let's go!
$50 from Discontent Gamer. Never thought I'd see so much musical presence.
They display it again after the break finishes? Okay.
This is crazy. Keep up the great charity work, and of course, Speedy Gaming. Are we ready for our next cabbie choice?
Yeah, we are.
We have Gus.
All right.
Gus.
This is the final leg of our set. You've all been incredible. We're gonna count down from.
Oh, you
3,
can, Blake? That's
one more
awesome.
time. I want to hear you. All right. 3,
2, 1, go! Okay, it's on the screen. Limiter Cut.
Do not drive like this at home. Parts crack mouths, empty swung guns. Sunday pavement and crushes on us. House and halves knocked together and laugh. Brutally engaged in mortal combat. 10 in 2010. 10 in 2010. What kind of god will cause such a thing? 10 billion people all suffering. 2010. Not any street just hungry massive feed. Who get what you want? Scratch what you need. 10 in 2010. 10 in 2010.
Oh my gosh, that car tipped over. Oh, Anthony Gnomes, hi! We're watching the Crazy Taxi GDQ run. Oh, that solo is so sick. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. He's got the sauce.
15 years. We are now to the last level. You're
Last
welcome to
level.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah!
All right. This is incredible. You got one last chance to hear us. Let's go. All right.
This is so cool.
By that he's no blatant similarity. He struggled to find distinctive loyalty. All he found was vulgar superficiality. But he focused his sharpness and shared with the others. It signified his anger and his misery. The man does stop the situation and incongruous insistence. The man does stop the situation and incongruous insistence that there really is a
have a feeling in this part they can actually finish the song. Oh, he's jumping around too. Yeah, Gander, this taxi's kind of crazy, bro. Yeah, Alfie, I didn't watch too much of DDQ this year either. So when I saw this was going on, I was like, okay, I have to tune in now. It's so good. Oh, right, that's who Alex. Elden Ring saxophone. Like they use a saxophone as a controller. Yeah, way. For real. Elden Ring Lockout Bingo? I didn't see that one. Yeah, they keep going for the grand finale. You love how the runner jumps into the audience to enjoy the concert when he finishes playing? Yeah, that too. That part gets me too. Like after he's done playing, he just wants to go and dance with people. Joker, thank you. Thank you for the anniversary wishes. Hope you're doing well.
Thank you so much. Awesome games done quick. Thank you so much, Pittsburgh. Shout out to Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Awesome.
Keep those donations coming in. Shout out to all the runs that have been going on so far this week, and shout out to the final leg of the marathon. Let's keep on breaking those limits and keep on going. Thank you to our friends and family that helped get us here today.
Oh, yeah, Alex. Yeah, it's one of Doobie's emotes. I love that one too. Just the fact that it's sped up so much. But yeah, that was that. Oh my gosh, that was so good. So that's what I wanted to show. Alright, I think this is a good opportunity for me to take a refreshing pause for a minute or two. Do take this opportunity to refill your water if you need to, or take a stretch. And I'll be back in a couple minutes and we'll keep watching more Spacey clips. Right? Bye. Spacey Batotelli will return after the break. I'm back, and I'm a bat. Thank you for your patience, everybody. So I have some water with me, and we should be all set. Okay. Alright, so we're going to continue watching some clips, reminiscing, talking about cool things. Welcome back, thank you. Okay. Wait, I'm trying, because I'm thinking about like Monster Hunter again when I want to play again. When does Wilds come out? Is that the end of this month? 'Cause that could be something cool. The noise scared me before you. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's yeah. It's my smart desk. I am in standing mode now. It's in February. Oh yeah. So I want to get Wilds. I have that to look forward to. I also want to get Atelier Yumia, which comes out at the end of March. So, oh my gosh, so many cool games this year. Operation Sandwich is a success. Let's go. Got 2 sandwiches with sausage and cheese. Oh, that sounds good. Okay. Okay. Now we can use relics. Battletoads DLC.
What?
How long do I keep dancing? Oh yeah. Let's go. This was made with so much love. Oh my goodness. I know, right? Oh cool, we did a super duper backflip. I'm glad PC got the Battletoads DLC. I think from what I've heard, the God of War DLC that was specific to like PlayStation was just like an NPC cameo or something. Yeah, Kratos. Wait, what? Okay, so this URL name is Crunchy Helpless Okabe Bat Chest. What bat chest? I'd love to have a bat chest and put bat treasures in them. It was a different boss fight with a unique suit. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, extra armor for winning. Okay. It's canon in the God of War franchise? Really? That's so cool. That's super cool. You remember the meme where like someone made someone made a Wario Bionicle? I gotta find the picture. Okay, hold on a second. I'll find it. That's so nuts. Look at him. That's so good. I know, right? Wario Bionicle. Yeah. So Jasorio says, not even kidding, Kratos lost to Shovel Knight and Karante? Canonically? Oh, that's so awesome. That Shovel Knight is canonically stronger than Kratos. And Kratos had those spinning chain blades that are super powerful too. Chaos blades, I think. Oh yeah, Gondridge. That is correct. this was, well, actually, I think this particular, like, version of the title screen that I was working on was based on just on Warpstar's model. But then after that, after I had that draft, I think either you or TripTech mentioned that, like, oh, we could make the pose a bit more dynamic. Let me work on this. And then after that, I used that as a base. And then, like, I think it was TripTech actually that took the screenshots that I used. And then I just, like, rotoscoped it in, and it was, it's all good. The one you sent was a quick inverse kinematic read one. Oh, right. That's true. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's cool, Joker. Okay. Oh, Bobby, this was a good game too. Yes! Who's your good boy? You get paid to pet the dog. See? Oh my gosh, her face. Not only can we pet the dog, but we get paid for doing it. This game's awesome! Let's go! Yeah, like, Berserk Boy's developer, who is a friend of mine, he's working on a new game that's kind of based more on Battle Network. It's like an idle game for browsers where, like, your character, like, navigates the websites that you visit and fights, like, unique enemies and stuff based on what the webpage is. It's called Berserk Bits. He's actually said that he's not sure if he's going to continue it or if he wants to make another Berserk Boy. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I only got the normal ending in this. I haven't seen the good ending yet. Or at least the full ending. I think it requires me to, like, get all the optional collectibles first. I don't know. I'd have to check. Oh, thank you for care combo, nice guy. Alright, I'll take Sippy and Stretchy. Make sure that everybody gets their stretches in. Womp. I know, right, Condridge? I've made that joke before. Where when are we getting an idol game that is about, like, idol singers? Call it Idol. What? Oh my goodness. Good stretch. I'll take another sippy. What? That's so weird. I'm not even sure if it's possible to spam hydrate because it's on a cooldown. Let me check how long it is. Yeah, you don't want to drink too much water in a short period of time. Too much of anything can be hazardous to your health. So let me double check what the care combo was. Where is it? There it is. Okay, yeah, it's on a 10-minute cooldown. So it's not, I don't even think it's possible to spam it to the point of it being bothersome. You did in the last VTuber live stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is why I have cooldowns on my redeems. But if somebody doesn't have a cooldown, you just gotta respect it, you know? Hydrate, but not too much. 6.5 out of 10, too much water. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love this URL name. Clever, magnificent, mango, freaking stinkin'. The one after it is nurturing, delicious cookie dog face. The one after it is puzzled, naive, boba smoocher. Z. What is... Okay. I honestly prefer this over numbers. Just random numbers and letters. Gonna lurk? No problem, Melfi. We got them all. Oh yeah, this was a clutch race at the near the end of Diddy Kong Racing, where we were like just like a few milliseconds ahead of the racer in second. This game is still a soft spot for me. Like, it just feels like taking a trip to like a childhood amusement park that still has some really fun roller coasters in it.
It's just
That's
bumper in
kind of the
front
mood
us.
that it invokes for me.
You could say he's the front bumper.
You've owned it but haven't played it? Yeah. I'd say it's a fun time. I'd say it's like one of the few like kart racers that has like substantial single player content to where you could enjoy it even if you didn't play it with friends. Let's go! Yeah! Shoo! And I played as Pipsy because she's top tier. Her and Tip Top are considered top tier. Because they're meant to be the character archetype where they have lower top speed but better turning. But the way the tracks are designed, you'll probably want better turning. And the lower top speed isn't a big deal with, especially with a specific like technique you can do where you rapidly press the gas when you're in the car. I think there's a similar tech for hovercrafts. I can't remember what it was. Tip Top is the turtle. The tiger is Timber. He's a de facto protagonist, so I would also recommend playing as him, even though he's kind of mid-tier. Like Diddy Kong is in the game, but he has absolutely nothing to do with the story. He's just there hanging out with Timber when things go down. So, like, if you're playing for the first time, I would honestly, like, recommend either of those three characters, Pipsy, Tip Top, or Timber. I would recommend Conker, too, if you're playing in an N64 version. Just because it's Conker and you get to see him before his life went to heck. But, like, there is a version for the Nintendo DS where they replaced all of the characters with copyright issues, which was Banjo and Conker. And they replaced them with more Kongs. And they actually added like, a Donkey Kong-themed set of courses. But everything else about the DS version is kind of like a downgrade to me. Like, they made some weird choices in it. Like, they have this weird touchscreen gimmick, too, that kind of drags it down for me. So I prefer the Nintendo 64 version, even though it's a little bit rushed and doesn't have as many like tracks. Yes. Also, yeah, true. Diddy Kong Racing started as a completely unrelated game called RC Pro Am 64, but they eventually decided to add rare characters in it. Oh my goodness! It makes me wonder if like maybe someday somebody will be able to get like a decompilation of the N64 version and add the DS content into it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Oh, JJ Lancer, hi, thank you so much. 3 years of Zoom Zoom Bat. Yeah, that go fast. Right, next up. Hold on. Oh, this is when I got my Pog Toggle now. Well, I made my Pog Toggle. A Poggle, if you will. And I can do it in either direction, too. Yeah, I still have it. It has to be a toggle because the side mouth tracking. I can do it front forward facing, but when my head's to the side mouth doesn't work anymore. Yeah, that's exactly why. Like, I can't like pog organically because then when my mouth gets to a certain point on the side of my head, like the tracking like stops tracking it. So I have a poggle instead. Whoa. Get a load of this barnacle head. Or like, this is a load of barnacles. Can I switch poggle directions super fast? Okay. Wait, no. Oh, okay, let's try this. That's as fast as it'll go. I look like a cuckoo clock. I literally look like a mechanical clock when I do that. Like that one, like Felix the Cat clock that everybody like knows. This is a Spacey clock. Okay. Nice. And I'm walking towards your screen. Oopsie. No, don't pat me there. Don't pat me there. This is what I accidentally pressed. I don't know what I'm doing. A bunch of shortcut keys. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ninja Master High. I promise I'm it's not what you think. Like, I was trying to drag my model across the screen like this, but I accidentally moved the hand. Like, because I clicked to drag my model, but then somebody redeemed the pet, like right as I was clicking to drag, and then I dragged the hand outwards accidentally. So it was an unfortunately timed pet redeem. That was the culprit. Okay.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. Yeah, my jacket has good fabric on it. Let's say that's why. Oh yeah, this part.
What kind of condiments do you like on your tuna sandwiches?
Personally, I like mayo, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to swear.
Is that the choice that gets me the most points? Or should I pick something else? Okay.
Yeah, this was a good game, Alex. Oh my goodness. The Chrono Gear team keeps asking me if I want to play, like, multiplayer mods for the game.
It'll make me popular.
I don't know what that entails, but I've heard there's a lot of good community-made maps.
Let's go! Oh my gosh, that octupled our points.
Yeah, we got 8 times points because of that. Duh!
You said a bad word and got rewarded for it.
Yeah. That entire map was just like, it just has such a cozy feeling. Wow. Okay. Next up. I think it'll be smoother this way. Clara! Hi! Oh yeah, hello, Clara! Buddy. Hope you're doing well. Howligans, howl at ya! Welcome, Raiders! Hi! I just did that out of the blue. I can't believe I could hold my breath that long. Oh my goodness. I always appreciate raiders, no matter how big the raiding party is. Whether it's just 2 people, or 200, or 2,000. I don't think we've gotten a 2,000 person raid. I think our biggest raid was from Rose Doodle, because she had just got done finishing the Freedom Planet 2 sponsorship, and she raided into us when I was playing Hat in Time. And I was like, yes, let's go. I think that was like, I don't know, 700 people? That was super cool. Yeah, 2,000 people would be a lot to deal with, unless you, like, have a similar, like, average, like, streamer count, I guess. But, like, statistically speaking, even if we did get a raiding party that big for some weird reason, I'd say, like, maybe, like, a little under half of them end up dipping out, like, immediately. So that's a good thing. Okay. Alright, next one. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, this is when I played... Was this for the anniversary celebration or the console release? I think it was console release.
I didn't think that would hit.
Let's go! Yeah, we sniped him off screen. I like the raspberry. Yeah. This fish haunts you because of Rainbow S. Oh my gosh, yeah. I can imagine. Yeah, like, seeing Ancestral Forge again reminds me of how, like, as I've been working on Chrono Gear, I've gained more of an appreciation for some of these, like, longer, more labyrinthian levels. I've figured out the secret formula to making them, like, really fun to play, is it's specifically to kind of, like, design them in a circular, like a circuit layout. Like, the way Ancestral Forge is designed, it's got, like, the central hub, and then it kind of branches off into 4 paths. Something that I have tried to, with Chrono Gear, to good success for a few of its levels, is to just have, like, a closed loop that encompasses the entire level, and within that loop, the path deviates at different points and leads you to, like, mini challenges. And the goal of those specific levels is to collect, like, a certain number of something. You could kind of compare it to, like, the Grave Cave Offensive from Kirby Superstar. In the Great Cave Offensive, you can pretty much loop around the entire map, collecting treasure chests along the way. And you don't have to collect every treasure chest. But, like, I think you just, like, need, like, enough to, I think you just need to beat all the bosses. I think that's the main goal, yeah. You've yet to properly play as Nira? I'd recommend it. It's a nice change of pace. I like how every character in Freedom Planet 2, like, is placed so differently that each level feels like it has meaningful differences depending on the character you're picking that you've chosen. It still does? Yeah. Yeah. The day at the top came out right away? Oh, yes, of course. Oh, B. Jonas, hello. Yes, this is my 3rd anniversary as a VTuber. So that's what we're celebrating today. We're looking at clips over the past year, starting from like the day after my 2nd anniversary up until now. Oh, yeah, I can imagine that Dark Moon. That's something else that I kind of learned working on, like, the more, like, the bigger Chrono Gear levels, is that since that in that game, not every level ends in a boss fight, I don't have to cap off the longer levels with boss fights, like I kind of had to in Freedom Planet 2 because it was expected. So, like, for the more labyrinthian levels, I can just, like, have the golden gear at the end, and that's that. And usually in that case, if anything, I think what is a cool idea and something that I'll remember going forward is that if you have a longer level, just make the level its own thing and then make the boss fight the level afterwards. That's actually something that I did for Freedom Planet 2's final stage, Lunar Cannon. Where, like, originally, like, the main, like, ending fight against Murga was gonna be at the end of that level, with no break. But then I was like, okay, I feel like it's because, like, in both Freedom Planet games, I feel like there's kind of a different, like, skill set that you need for getting through levels compared to getting through bosses. Like, the levels are primarily platforming challenges, and the bosses are of course pure combat. So I feel like if I have a boss fight at the end of a very long level, it kind of suddenly asks the player to, like, get into the combat mindset after spending, like, 15 minutes doing platforming, which results in, like, times that may not necessarily be indicative of your performance. I think Pango Lagoon is like the prime example of where I think I fell flat there. Because you could like blaze through the entire first half of the level really fast and then get caught in the block puzzles in the second half, or get caught up on the boss fight and die a bunch of times to the boss. And then when you're looking at your final time, you kind of, like, get confused and you're like, okay, well, how much of this is with the first section? How much is with the second section? How much is with the boss? So that is one of the main reasons why in Freedom Planet 2, there are more levels, but they don't have that halfway division like Freedom Planet 1 did. And I think that just, like, gives more breathing space. Not only are you better able to, like, take breaks in between each challenge, but you just, like, get, like, a more, like it's easier to tell, like, within the first few minutes of starting a level what that level's, like, what that level is going to require from you in terms of skills. So even though the halfway switcheroos in Freedom Planet 1 give like a nice surprise and kind of build up anticipation about what's over the next corner. From a gameplay standpoint, I do prefer like the way that Freedom Planet 2 and Chrono Gear handle it, where there's like a clear division between different types of challenges. Giving more complex bosses around levels was a good move. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we do that a bunch of times in Freedom Planet 2 as well. Like we got one example being like Magma Starscape. Magma Starscape does have its own boss, but then there's a boss fight immediately after it that's just the boss and nothing else. Same thing with Shade Armory, and then like the Serpentine fight right afterwards. Oh, Tesorio, yeah, everybody uses that glitch. It was so like, that glitch is such an integral part of the Hollow Dragon fight that we had to code a special exception for it after we fixed that bug elsewhere, just so that it wouldn't mess up speedrunners. Oh yeah, LKQ. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I try to mitigate situations where the player could be really good at speedrunning the level itself, but then get caught up fighting the boss. So I think like with each game I get like a little bit better and better about having that sort of balance. Yeah. So that's my little TED talk again about game design stuff. I like talking game design. Yeah. Your favorite level is the waterfall level with the okay, well, right, Tiger Falls, right? Yeah, I really like the look of that level too, and I feel like that's one of the levels that like went the most smoothly development-wise. Like I knew exactly what I wanted to do going into it, and it worked beautifully. So I decided to go keep going with it, and then it was like, yes, the waterfall like plane shifting mechanic is so good. There were situations in other levels where I would start with a concept, but then that concept for a gimmick like wouldn't really work out, so I kind of had to adjust my strategy. So yeah, sometimes things go smoothly, sometimes things don't. You just gotta roll with the punches. And even if a particular gimmick when you're working on a level doesn't work out and you have to scrap it in favor of something else, keep that gimmick like somewhere, just in case it becomes useful later. Like I can't think of any specific examples off the top of my head, but I distinctly remember a few gimmicks that I wanted to use earlier in Freedom Planet 2. They ended up not working out, and I saved them and eventually ended up using them later in the game. So that is something very useful. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is don't throw away any of your ideas. They might become useful later. Like, don't like completely like trash anything. Always save your drafts. Always save like your like concepts, your design documents. No super missiles to cheese the fight here, yeah. Oh, I'm fixing my nails. One of them kind of got like a little bit crooked, so I'm filing it down. Random question says, ask Bobinator, is every level in FP2 starting with a certain number of stocks from Mega Man 8? Because it's such a good idea. Oh, I didn't have Mega Man 8 in mind specifically. Like I think the closest like game that I had in mind actually was Super Smash Bros. So like you start each level with like a specific number of stocks, but there's ways to increase or decrease that number depending on your playstyle and your item loadout. Yeah, I like that too. And like you can still continue where you left off, so it's not like you'll ever get a game over and have to start over from the beginning. But you will get like gem penalties if you continue after game overing. But you can continue where you left off. Yeah. Okay. Is this the one? No, that's not the one. Okay, next.
reference to the console cave in Minecraft.
Oh,
Where like Bay like blew a hole in the side of the cave, and then that was their first base of operations.
flower.
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 And the console cave is where the flower meme came from. Flower.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just explaining Hololive lore to my viewers who aren't really familiar with it. Yeah, I like adding. I've really enjoyed adding little nooks and crannies to Chrono Gears levels like that, like little Easter eggs that like people who are familiar with the characters can appreciate. But actually nowadays I did put a CD there, so there's actually like a reason to go in that cave. Yeah. Like since then we have actually finished the jukebox, the in-game jukebox, so that's working now. So now when you collect CDs in the game, they will actually like unlock music tracks for you. So good. Oh my goodness. I wish there was more I could show off without it being like spoilers. I'll have to think about it. At the very least, I can keep doing pixel art for the game on stream. Because most of the stuff that I work on is like free of context. At least in terms of artwork. Well. Yeah, it's hard to believe, like, at this point last year, I was just beginning to work on World of Nature stuff. You think every player was so happy when they found out that the final Murga fight for the normal ending has 2 checkpoints? Yeah, that's another thing that we made sure, another bone we had to throw the players. Because I distinctly remember, Proto, one of our programmers, when he played through the Murga fight, like the first version of it, he, well, for most of it he was silent, but then he got into voice chat, and the first thing he said was, tone it down. You need to tone this down. He would not take no for an answer. But we agreed. Because if one of the devs felt like that, and the devs are usually the most skilled people playing a game when it's still in development, if a dev felt like that, then we knew we had to do something about it. So, like, yeah, like the Murga fight it took like the combined efforts of everyone on the programming team. It was me, Proto, Penny, Proto, Penny, Will, and Spec. Like all 5 of us. Almost one programmer for each form. But that's why it will always kind of be special to me, because it was just like a combined effort of everybody on the team to make this final boss fight like as spectacular as possible. And like even now, even though I've played the fight so many times, it's just so like it's such a thrill ride. Oh my goodness. 5 people for a 5 form boss, and then she hits you with like a 6th form at the end, which is like armorless. Does Lilac know sign language? I haven't thought about that. I would imagine so, maybe. It's just that sort of thing like is very like difficult to animate within the game. More opportunities for Murga to say her badass lines at the start of the fight. Yeah, I like that too. She's got like multiple like gloating lines, and they play in order at the start of each attempt, regardless of how many times you attempt. It's so good. It's so good. Good stuff. Okay. What is the next one? Can I roar like a pterodactyl? Oh yeah, this part. That good? Somebody in chat just came in randomly. Like, new user, hasn't said anything in the chat before, and they asked me to roar like a pterodactyl. Multiple times. And, okay. I was like, okay. That was weird. Whatever. You were there for that one? Yeah. I think I made a pretty convincing pterodactyl sound. Okay. Next one. You get a Red Bull ad every time you come here? Oh, Steven, hello.
I guess it makes sense. Red
Thank you
Bull
for the
gives you
follow.
wings.
Yeah, Red Bull gives you wings. Yeah, hope you're doing
Disclaimer,
well,
I did
Steven.
not get my wings from Red Bull.
Yes, disclaimer, I did not get my wings from Red Bull. Oh, yeah, I know, right, Argo? They probably collect video clips of VTubers who actually go through with it. I like to imagine maybe they're just like making like a song and they need it as background noise. Or they're making like a game and they need to like put a bunch of them together as ambiance. I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it. Your hair's long. Yeah, my hair's really long in that one. I haven't used my long hair toggle in a while. But if I want to, I can let my hair down. Yeah. Yeah, I like how my long hair looks with just like my sweater dress on, too. Like this. Yeah, I think it looks nice and cozy. Oh, thank you, Mighty. You miss having long hair, Blake? Yeah, it's wonderful. Like IRL, my hair is super long. Like it goes past my belly button. Like it probably like goes down to like my hip. At least the ends, but I'm starting to get split ends, so I need to go to the barber again, or the hairstylist, I should say. But yeah, I've been keeping up my routine of doing like coconut oil deep conditions every month or so. It's such a long time before it loses its pleasant smell and its and like the softness. Like, it feels like the amount of time that I take before I feel like I have to wash my hair again, like, it's longer and longer each time I do the deep condition. Oh my gosh, it's so good when people take care of their hair like that, and you can just, like smell this pleasant, like, shampoo scent, even if they haven't immediately showered or anything. Ah, so nice. Oh, Lance Charleston, hello! Thank you! Thank you for the 3-year anniversary wishes. Oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Hero. You have coconut conditioner and it stays in so long. Yes, yes. Yeah, like up until like around 5 years ago, for most of my life, I had no idea what the difference was between shampoo and conditioner. But now I do. Shampoo is the eraser. It gets rid of everything that's currently in your hair. And then conditioner is what actually like locks the moisture and nutrients in. The longest set yours has been, Kamaiku, is halfway down your back. You knew a girl once that had hip-length hair. Yeah, past a certain point, it starts to get annoying. Because I don't want to, like, accidentally sit on my hair or get it caught in doorways or anything. So I try to keep it, like, above my belly button, honestly. Up, up, up. Is that the one? Okay. There we go. How could you? You're not even sick anymore. Yeah, he just backhands you, and it's always like that, even after you save the entire like area from that disaster. I was like, how could you? I saved you, and this is how you're repaying me. That one's yours. That tribe. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, Alfie. Yeah, imagine if they said, I'm a Chuckster. Crimson Fox. 367. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Your hair is falling out, Tutorial. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I have no idea when my hair will start to recede. Because I have... Actually, I don't think I'm at risk, because I don't know of anyone in my immediate family that has lost all their hair. I just think that Papa Spacey has a receding hairline a little bit. It's not that bad though. It's just that like just a little bit in the front. But Mama Spacey, she has all her hair still. And she's kind of in the camp where like she likes having long hair, but it's also kind of annoying because she's like an outdoorsy nature person. So she keeps it about like shoulder length. But it's so fluffy and it's silver and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I'm gonna have hair like this when I get older. It's gonna be nice. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm showing the bat chart. And then the horizontal axis is how much it resembles a dog. So on one end you have hi doggy, and then on the other end you have those ferret too. Yeah. This is the chart that all bat VTubers swear by. I am closer to bottom right. So I'm like El Wee Wee Doggy. El Wee Wee Doggy. That's SpaceyBat will tell you. Sylvie. So like right. Sylvie Bunny. Hi. Thank you so much for the anniversary wishes. Thank you. Those ferret too. El Wee Wee. Then hear it hurgling. I wonder if there's like a hurgling Ferritu bat VTuber out there somewhere. I haven't seen one yet. Just like the biggest of big bat boys. And he's got like the massive like ears and nose and like the fangs and everything. Oh. Joker, I'm not familiar with, I haven't played Shredder's Revenge yet, so I don't think I can answer that question. Alright. Stretchy, take a sippy stretch. Take a stretchy, take a sippy stretchy, take a sippy, take a stretchy, take a sippy stretch. I love that you're all just rolling with it. Stretchy. Take a deep breath. Take a sippy, take a stretchy, take a sippy stretchy, take a sippy, take a stretchy, take a sippy stretch. Sippy, take a stretchy, take a sippy stretchy, take a sippy, take a stretchy. Yeah, it'll be nice once I can pick up playing Doom maps again. I'm pretty sure Avatarian is gonna be my next one. Oh my gosh! Every time this song appears, I wonder what weapon set I should play it with. Take a sippy, take a stretchy. I could do my go-to, but there's a lot of other really cool ones that I haven't played yet. But for maps that I'm playing for the first time, like for the really good ones, I try to like play with vanilla balanced weapon sets that like aren't too crazy. Like especially for like good map sets that I haven't played yet. But if it's something that I've played a million times, then I can go like absolutely like wild with the mods. Yeah, this thing did hell. Okay. Oh, this was my most watched clip last year. It wasn't even close. Do I have to do it all over again? Do I have to do it all over again? You can see the look of realization and horror on my face as I'm going through this part to see if I had to do it over again. Do I have to do it all over again? Yeah, and I see it, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Failure.
Why is there platforming in a racing game? No. You gotta drop the controller on the table and walk away. Oh my goodness. I try so hard not to rage quit, but sometimes it's unavoidable. I was just so dumbfounded. And like they did address in one of the patches, they made it so that like each of the sections of the tutorial after the first one has an exit door that lets you actually play the main game. And then you can go back to it when you want. But to my recollection, they haven't actually like changed anything in the tutorial itself. Just added less strict requirements to actually like start playing the game, which is good. It's good. But I hope eventually, like, I know it's not like really a priority, but I hope eventually that they kind of like retool the tutorial to focus more on the stuff that you're actually going to do in a real race, and less about like the more nuanced stuff. Or at least leave the nuanced stuff until like later in the tutorial. Didn't update the game for a really long time. Yeah. I'm sure maybe it'll come eventually. If not, then the community, I imagine, will probably like make balance patches of their own. Yeah. I still want to make myself in Ring Racers, but I think at this point I'm going to wait until later in the year, I guess. You'll see why. The angry video game bat. No, I don't want to be angry. Don't want to be angry, but I also can't pretend to be joyful when something really bothers me in the game. You gotta be honest, you know? Otherwise, it's just like toxic positivity, you know? I don't want to be I don't want to have like toxic positivity. So if I'm feeling sad, if I'm feeling frustrated, you will hear it. Because I'm a boss. I'm a boss like that. Genuine feels, yes, exactly. I just so happen to be genuinely happy most of the time. Yeah. Okay. But I do like a few balance patches after this, and I do like where the game is now. There's just a few like fundamental gameplay issues that I think might make it trickier for like newer players to get into it, but like I'm used to them now, so I can't tell anymore. Well.
Manufactured exclusively by Datacron.
Yeah, and I started playing Ratchet and Clank. I want to pick up the third game sometime.
Bats.
How did I hold my breath that long? Thank you so much for 7 months. Yeah, never too many bats. Bata telly. Bata telly.
Bats.
Yeah, that's Bottelli. It's not Batatelli, it's Bottelli. Okay, did I copy this? Okay. Oh. Okay, what's this? This is where I die and then die again. That's fine. Why was his voice so low pitched? I know, right? It must have been like, they must have programmed like the Doppler effect into the audio system in the game, and it must have like gone haywire when we just shot straight down. Yeah, it's cool that you can just like add Doppler effects in games now. It's especially cool for like racing games, because then you hear that when a car passes by. Badger song, but it's bats. I should make my own version of the Badger song, but make it bats. And put it in a different, like, melody. Overdrive. Burst Overdrive. Oh, this mod was so much fun. Lieutenant Typhon. Oh, that makes it really cold. That makes it really handy to catch your missiles too. If we're punching so fast that we're likely to grab it. Yeah, let's go. Hola, hola, hola! It's all gone. Ah, Vital Kenev, hi! That's what you call Doom? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I am a classic Doomer at heart. And I just, like, I've said this so many times, but I could do nothing but stream classic Doom maps and mods, and I would never run out of stuff to play. But of course, I have, like, interest in other areas as well, so I like to switch it up every now and then. Like, like, I found that usually, like, if I play Doom, I'll dedicate, like, a few weeks to it. It's just so nice. It's like it's my comfort game, like, funnily enough, even though it's super violent and gory. It's like a comfort game because it's, like, been there my whole life, and it keeps growing like I do. It feels like just, like, meeting up with, like, a childhood friend and being like, hey, how are things going with ya? It's been a while. Yeah, I saw that gospel. Someone made it so that, like, Doom can run in a PDF document. That's kind of nuts. Oh yeah, Joker, I've heard that people have made mods for Sonic Adventure 2 to get, like, different types of Chow. Somebody made, I think somebody made a Lilac Chow mod. And yeah, somebody did make a Klonoa Chow mod. Tricked you into running Doom in your mind. Yeah, yeah. Well. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, I think last year actually was the year that I started streaming Doom on this channel. Oh, this was a fun game too. Yay, starting fires. Little Kitty Big City. It's super short, but it's sweet. It's just like sometimes you just want to, like, run around as a cat in an open world game. And this does that. And I dare say I like the way that this game handles being a cat more than Stray. Because, like, there's no, like, wild deviations in gameplay at different points. You just are a cat for the whole thing. And the premise is simple. You fall off your apartment window and you just have to find your way back up to the apartment. Yeah, I think there's speedruns out there that beat the game in, like, literal minutes. It's pretty neat. And what's cute is that each speedrunner, like, has a different, like, philosophy when it comes to, like, naming the cat at the end. Because, like, at the end of the game, after you go back up to the apartment, your owner comes home and then gives you a name tag, and then you can name the cat at that point. And some speedrunners will name them GG's. I watched a speedrunner name their cat, like, literally, like, Gigi. Like, G-I-G-I. It's a cute cat name, Gigi. And then, like, some will just, like, pick random letters, but it's no fun. Well, the clip is unfortunate right now. Oh, right. Sorry. I know it's so... Okay, we're moving on. Oh yeah, this part. Dual Shock 4. Yeah. Let's go! Awesome! Oh my gosh, they added Carol to the game. So you unlock her for loading a mod. That's so cool. Yeah, that's kind of like a cute nod to the fact that, like, Freedom Planet started as a Sonic fan game. I like that. I like how the unlock condition is like loading in a mod. That's how you get her. We gotta play as Carol now. Uh-huh. It's Carol from Freedom Planet 2. And, like, I can't remember who asked me about it, but, like, somebody approached me and asked me if they could use this specific clip in a Ring Racers video they were making. I don't know if it was someone who was on the team or if it was just someone who was reviewing the game, but that was super sweet. So I was like, yeah, you can use that clip. And I think it was just in, like, a compilation of everybody's, like, genuine reactions to different cool things in the game. You can unlock her playing Aqua Tunnel for the first time as well. Yes, that's correct, Oz. That's really cool too. Like, in case, like, you just, like, play the base game and don't play it with mods or anything. So that way it's still possible to get her. And they did the same thing with Joker in the game too. That's his name, right? Joker? you can get him either from finding him in a certain track, or you can get him by crashing the game. If the game crashes and you load it up again, then you unlock him automatically. Right, Jack Frost, not Joker. Right, Jack Frost. I know, right? There was a kid out there who first learned about Carol through Ring Racers. Oh, that's really cool. Because, like, Ring Racers, like, is genuinely, like, despite, like, how much criticism there's been on it being overcomplicated, it is genuinely one of the best, like, free kart racers you can get on PC. So it's no surprise to me that it has, like, popped off. And it has introduced, like, a whole bunch of people to characters that they didn't know about before. Yeah. You want to put Punk's cool emote here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Ah! Oh, yeah, I'm playing as Carol again. No. Punch it. Ah! Oh my gosh, split second victory. Yeah. Let's go. Do I see how, like, short the difference was? That was so clutch, yeah. Yeah, I want to see the times on that too. Yeah. Okay, so I got 68 milliseconds. Whisper got 71 milliseconds. So, like, literally the frame after. Yeah, 0.03 milliseconds. That's a 0.03 millisecond difference. Wow. R.I.P.
Well,
Dr.
technically
Eggman.
30 milliseconds, but
yeah. Oh, that's true, Jonas. I didn't think about it like that. You actually got first place tie with your rival in one of the races? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I suppose that's actually pretty likely, more likely than you think, just because the game logic is 35 frames per second. Yeah, I wish the actual game logic was 60 FPS. Because I think that way, like, times would be, like, a bit more precise. There'd be less of a chance of getting, like, a tie with somebody. But then it also just feels nicer, you know? Nicer to play. The controls feel tighter, more responsive. But I understand why that's not possible, because Ring Racers is built off of Sonic Roller Blast 2, which is built off of the Doom Legacy engine, which, of course, is based on Doom. So what we have here is a mod of a source port of Doom. But I have genuinely thought about, like, what would it actually take to port the game over to something like Xandrome, for example, which is another Doom source port that, but it's 60 FPS and it supports online play. Yeah, it all comes back to Doom. Well, who knows? Maybe like a Godot port of Ring Racers would be pretty cool. They would just have to figure out, like, billboarding and all that jazz. Yeah, Carol has some accessories. The universe, yeah, at some point the universe is going to run on Doom. Like, or at least, like, iterations and evolutions of Doom code. Yeah, everything good comes back to Doom. Oh, Joker, it's been many years since I played Mega Man 8-bit Deathmatch. That could be something, like, if I'm strapped on ideas for Mega Man games for the rest of the month. I could try 8-bit Deathmatch. But I have a feeling that because my stream days are a bit sporadic right now due to work, I have a feeling the Zero series is going to occupy the rest of the month. Oh, Violet, hello. Hope you're doing well. Matt. Oh my gosh, Purple Bat Musician VTuber Gang. Let's go. Wow. Also, thank you, Another Zelda Lord, for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh my gosh, like these titles. This one is Boxy Sleepy Juice Failfish. Oh, Another Zelda says you just finished a museum in FP2. As someone who absolutely loves bats, you have a feeling you'll get along very well. Let's go, fellow bat appreciator in the chat. Awesome. Yeah, I love bats too. I should know because I am one here. Oh yeah, and I started playing Ratchet and Clank 2. That's how you play a racing game. No! 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 Yeah, like the kart racing game in Ratchet and Clank 2, it's fine. It's fine. It's just only on like repeat playthroughs. Like if you're playing in challenge mode, then it starts to drag on a little bit. First time through though, it kind of serves its purpose. It's still kind of nuts to me, like with how little time they actually had to make that game, how much stuff they crammed into it. Like, oh my goodness. And like, there's something like special to me about like how like Ratchet and Clank 2 was definitely like the period in time where like Insomniac was still like wildly experimenting with different concepts for the series. And like you could feel like they were just like overflowing with ideas and like they just like didn't have enough time to execute on all of them. And there's just that glimmer of like promise, like what if they had focused on like this thing instead of this thing. There's something cool about experimental games like that. You especially see it in long-running franchises. There's usually like the second or third game where it's like the dark horse where they start like throwing like new ideas at the wall to see what sticks. Like in the Kirby series too, like you can feel that with Kirby Superstar. Like Superstar is literally a compilation of smaller Kirby games. And they each have like different concepts and stuff behind them, but it's like one of, if not the most beloved Kirby game in the series. Yeah, there's something, I think it just goes to show there's something to be said about a game that is a little rougher around the edges, but like has like the passion behind it. Like you can feel it. To the point where like those flaws that later games in the series would iron out, like it doesn't really matter that much because you can just like feel like the enthusiasm behind the team. That's how I feel right now with Chrono Gear. It's not something that I felt since the original Freedom Planet, which is kind of funny to think about because like Freedom Planet 2 arguably is like the Freedom Planet game where we did a lot of experimentation. Even more so than the first game. Because we've got like the item system, we've got like the revival mechanic and all that jazz. But in other ways, Freedom Planet 2 also kind of like streamlines a lot of like the gameplay formula. So like I feel like with the game that we're currently working on now, I'm kind of like, since it's like not attached to my previous work, like it's kind of back to that experimental phase. And it's like, oh yes, let's do this. Blake says Kirby Superstar almost felt like an indie dev's Kirby, just so much creativity in just one cartridge. Yes, exactly. That's a good way of putting it. Like it feels like even though it's like a long running Nintendo franchise at this point, it feels like something that an indie dev would have made. You know, like that one Crypt of the Necrodancer spin-off based on Zelda. Would I play Spyro Reignited? I'd love to. Those games are so good. I played through all of the first one in Reignited, and then I got like halfway through the second one. But that'd be a really cool game to play sometime. Especially on PC, because I originally played it on PS4, which is locked to 30 frames per second. So if I were to play it on PC, I could uncap the frame rate. Well, you're gonna do something awesome for it? Yeah, no problem, Violet. Like either way, I'm just happy that you're a part of the team and like that you get to bring your energy, like regardless of what you work on or if you work on anything. But I do appreciate the enthusiasm, and I look forward to seeing if you cook something. Right, Cadence of Hyrule was what it was called, Jonas. She's an assistant frame makers now? Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, I remember when I first heard about the concept of frame makers, like, I looked at the roster and I was like, huh, this seems kind of inverted. Like, I remember describing frame makers as what if the roster in Super Smash Bros. Of characters you could play as and the roster of assist trophies swapped places. And then that's what frame makers feels like to me. But I guess they're trying to like put like way more focus on the assists compared to like the normal fighters. It's a funny way to put it. Yeah, I know, right? But think about it. Like when they first came out, like 4 of the 5 playable characters were aquatic creatures. Like it didn't feel like there was much rhyme and reason to it. Well, not 4 out of 5. I think like 3 out of 5, but still. They're about to reveal a 7th character. It kind of needs a big character to save the game. Yeah, I agree. Like the thing about the assists, like even though there's a bit more focus on them, it's just not. There's no like sauce to like an assist that can maybe do like 2 different things and nothing else, compared to the player characters, which have all the fancy, flashy like attacks that they can use. So yeah, like you look at like some of the assist characters in that game, and you're like, why aren't they playable? More dolphins, more yeah. Watcher is the only girl in the roster right now. Yeah. I don't. Even to this day, I just don't know like what they want to do with it really. Like, are the playable characters like trainers almost? Are they training these assist characters or something and building them up to be stronger? Like some like strange version of Pokemon. How do I feel about Rivals of Aether 2 right now? I do think it has like early game syndrome right now, where it just came out. It's kind of like lacking in content, especially like on the single player front. So I'm gonna wait like a year or 2 and see how it looks at that point before I like give it a go. But graphically, it looks very cool, and the animations are superb, and like the voice acting's good. It's just that right now it's just like a little bit lacking in content. There isn't much to do if you're not playing online with people. So the development roadmap does make me feel excited about it though, because they've said that they're going to add more characters this year. They're going to add a single player mode, new stages, a bunch of other things. Rivals 2 is getting a Talus. Who is that? Was that a Rivals 1 character? I still need to play Rivals 1, like on stream. Because there are some really cool character mods in that. But it'll be like a whole thing. I'll have to spend like a day like looking up stuff on the workshop, see what I want to try out, what looks cool. Oh, the Panther girl with the laser sword? Right. She's one of my favorites too. I like how she's connected to like the main like antagonist that you can play as too. The more Dungeons of Aether characters? Oh, yeah. I like how the Aetherverse is just like this whole universe now, where the games like span multiple genres. That's so cool. It'd be cool if Freedom Planet became like that someday too, where the universe kind of expands and you play as other characters, maybe on different planets or something. I don't know. Oh, Atalis is the polar bear with the ice powers? Yes. Okay, yeah, I saw his announcement trailer. Yeah. Yeah, Absa's not in there right now either. I have a feeling that, like, eventually, like, the entire Rivals 1 roster will be accounted for. Minus, like, the cameos from Shovel Knight and Ori. You want to try and tie it together, the games you make in the future? Yeah, I know, right? It's such a cool thing. Yeah, the different skin. I like how a lot of the gacha stuff, or I guess it's not really gacha, but like a lot of the cash shop stuff that you get in Rivals 2 is just cosmetic. Like they only have cosmetics. I hope it stays that way. I pray it stays that way. Do I play D&D? I've never actually played a D&D session, but I actually collect D&D dice. I'm very fascinated by the different like kinds of dice and how people make them to kind of like convey certain personality types for characters. It's so good. Yeah, I actually have I have a container on the top of my PC that has my favorite set of D&D dice that I own that I use whenever I can't decide who to raid into. I'll let the dice of fate decide. Yeah, Rival says voice acting. It's so good. No. Okay. Where'd you go? Where's my links? Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, this part. Oh my gosh, I was panicking so much. 10 seconds before disaster. I can't believe I survived that long. Oh, no. Oh, back in the lava. I heard somewhere that Dark Fortress is like almost universally banned from online play sessions. Like nobody wants to play Dark Fortress online. I can see why. I imagine that having lag on top of having to deal with lava pits would be just an excruciating experience. Oh, Violet, this is Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers. It is a sequel to Sonic Roller Blast 2 Kart. They are a series of Sonic-themed kart racing games made for PC. They're based on the same engine as Sonic Roller Blast 2, and they are a blast to play. Yeah. Yeah, it's very try-hardy. Like this is like the kind of kart racer where like it's very much like more focused on skill and less on less. It's like, how do I describe it? Like, you know, Mario Kart. Like it's very like accessible to players of all ages and skill levels because of like its item system and everything. Ring Racers is definitely catered more towards the hardcore crowd. The way it's set up, because it has so many like underlying mechanics that are all like intertwined with each other. So it does take some getting used to, but I'm at the point now where I'm used to it, so it's pretty fun. But you just have to like be prepared to just be prepared to put a lot of practice in. You got Jack Frost by crashing your game by uploading a mod from the wrong game. Yeah, that's how most people choose to unlock Jack Frost, is they'll try to load a mod from SRB2 Kart into Ring Racers, and then it'll crash, and then they'll get Jack Frost when they boot it up again. Yeah, that's the perfect, like, they chose the perfect voice clips for Silver in this game. Take that. I saw, a video recently on YouTube of somebody who modded Sonic 06 to have you face off against like a whole army of Silvers during his boss fight. And the funny thing is that all the Silvers will treat each other as targets, so they'll try to levitate each other. So you constantly throughout the entire fight hear, "It's no use. It's no use," because they're trying to hurt each other. But obviously it's not successful because they can only do damage to the player. So the fight against an army of Silvers is surprisingly doable. Yeah, that's a silver lining if I heard of one. Oh, now attack boost. Let's go. Ow. Story of my life. Okay, that's just that. There we go. Bottomless pit does work. Oh! Wait, I just realized something really cool! A really cool coincidence, just because like you know how in the vertical section I wanted to make it so that the background changed upside down? That's a visual indicator that it's a bottomless pit! Yeah, game design! Let's go! I love game design. I love game design. Game design! I love game design so much! Yeah, just little moments like this that I get to like geek out about when it just makes me really grateful that I can share what I do on Twitch in terms of like game development stuff, because it's something that I wasn't really able to do for Freedom Planet's development, but I was able to do it for Kernel Gear, and it's so good because like I've said this, I think I've said this before, but like even if you have a really solid idea of the kind of game you want to make, once you're actually making it, a lot of times you'll get like emergent gameplay mechanics that you had never considered, like interactions between different systems that you didn't expect but end up being really cool. And that was like one such example. And like eventually a game will kind of tell you what it wants to be. And I remember like in the beginning when I was working on this game, I had the impression that it would maybe be more of an open world type of game. Where there are like multiple golden gears scattered around the levels, and you could once you collected one, you could choose to continue the level and try and find more or go back. But eventually it did end up becoming like a more linear affair where there's just like one golden gear per mission. And then yeah, and there was like a specific level, I can't remember which one it was, but like we nailed that level first time, and I was like, yes, this is what this game is going to be. And I was like, let's go. And you feel it too when you're working in a team. Like eventually, like when you start off, everybody's just got their own style, and like they're not really sure initially like what specifically you're shooting for. But eventually everybody's like different styles and stuff will coalesce together into a cohesive whole. And then like everybody just like gets into the rhythm where they kind of like have a better like expectation even before I say anything of like what specifically I'm going for. It's so good. We're like definitely like really like in sync right now as we approach like the final stretch of development. We're like, we only need to give each other like a very like simple outline of like what we want to do, what we want to make, and then they're like, okay, I got you, fam. Oh, another Zelda. Yes, I played that game on stream. I had a stream one time where I played a couple of bat-themed games, and Echolocaution Caution was one of them. That game has such good character designs. I wish there was more to it. But you know, it's short and sweet. Sometimes that's all you really need. But yeah, I love the different bats you can collect. It's so good. Yeah. You ended up buying it as a result, Alex? Yeah. I'm glad. That's something I like to see whenever I play like a really small indie game that not many people have played. I can play it on stream, and then people are like, oh, this looks cool. Let me try it out. I'm happy to help in that regard. So what is this? Okay. Okay, I've played that clip before. Let me just get a new one.
Okay.
See ya.
Okay, bye.
Oh yeah, this was for my birthday. I was making my ringers just right.
What a cool person.
Yeah, Ashley is so cool.
I still need to play, what was the game? Sugar Rush?
Oh yeah, that's
Battle
part.
Crash.
Battle Crash.
Sugar Rush.
That's from Wreck-It
That's from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Okay, Battle Crash. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. You know what? I feel like I gotta get the game now. I gotta get the game out of principle for that. That was such, that was such a blunder on my end. Okay.
Sugar Rush? Sugar Rush?
I'm so sorry.
I got the exact same reaction.
Okay. Alright, I'm on Steam. Like, you know what? Hey, Battle Crash 2, that's not out yet, right? Okay, cool. It's $10. Okay, I'm getting this game. I have to.
Oh my gosh, the way Edge Drive like started screaming at the end and it cut off. That was hilarious. Let me play that part again.
Okay, cool. It's $10. Okay, I'm getting this game. I have to.
It sounds like somebody's murdering you. What the heck? Oh my gosh. I'm so thankful that I started like bringing in the team for like open mic sessions for some of those drawing streams. So many cool memories. This breaks the paper. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, next one. Yeah, the open mic sessions are still fun. I wish there was one tomorrow, but I do want to continue Mega Man Zero tomorrow since I didn't stream on Tuesday. Well, maybe next week. Everybody's saying hi in the chat, Alex.
Hi, everybody.
Chris. Yes, thank you for happy birthday.
Where are you? Happy birthday! I love you, Spacey.
I love you too, Alex. Love you too.
Yay! I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
What the dog doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm surprised that we haven't done this sooner.
Also, thank you, Demon King. Hi. Was this my first open mic stream? They're doing good. They're in the living room right now. Chris says Alex came in the office and stole the mic, so you were like, oh?
He was like, you're stealing the microphone.
It was the first one you were in. Oh, okay, I get you.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Alex is willing to commit crimes for Spacey.
I am killing for my friend.
Good. Excellent.
Thank you. I'm so happy you would kill for me.
I don't want to do anything for you, Spacey. You're my best friend. I love you.
Yeah, you're my best friend too. Mwah. Okay. We'll kill for you. Yeah, let's go. Friends who would kill for each other. Confirmed assassins. So, okay, I think I need to take the taxi if I want to go to... No! Oops. That falling scream just kills me. The funny thing about it, too, is... That's not the voice actor for Ratchet who did that scream.
Yes, the taxi's up here.
Is not the same one that's voicing him in this game. They kept that scream from the original voice actor for the entire Ratchet and Clank trilogy on PlayStation 2. I'd like to think it's because they couldn't top it. It's so good. It's like sleeping one eye open tonight? You better. I'm sorry. The lack of music is what sells it. An inactive teleporter. And I believe it's like exactly at like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. at night, but if you set your PS2's clock to that, and then come to this platform at exactly that hour, you can go to the Insomniac Museum, which has like a bunch of like developer secrets and tricks. Yeah. And I go on to explain that it was like an inspiration. Bunch of, like developer showcases. Like anyone like has anyone played like our game, Freedom Planet 2, and like you know how at the end of the game there's a Galaxy Trail exhibit? That was inspired by the Insomniac Museum. Exactly. I thought it was just so cool that you could just like walk around as the game character and kind of like see like cut content from the game. Yeah, if I have, I'd love to do that again for a current project if we have time for it. Just like gather like a bunch of things that ultimately ended up not making it into the game and put them in a museum, and then add a little dev commentary, and presto, you got yourself a very nice piece of unlockable content for your players. It's something I honestly would recommend for a lot of games, to just have like concept art, like dev commentary, like unused assets that they can peruse through. Because it's something that you already have. It's just a matter of like how you present that information in the form of an unlockable. You love the Galaxy Trail Museum? Such a fantastic reward. Ah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Pokemon does it all the time. Yeah. And sometimes the dev rooms will just be just like hidden rooms with like portraits of the developers or something. There we go. It was in the recent 1,000 Year Door remake. Concept art from the OG. It was amazing to see that stuff after so many years. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, it is a very good idea to have like in re-releases of games as well. To like have like a new to have like new content like that has never been seen before. Like if in the future there ends up being like a remake of the original Freedom Planet, I don't know if I want to do it, but if I did, I think it'd be cool to have a GT exhibit in that game too. Game Freak is canon in the Pokemon universe. Nice. That's really cool.
I was about to ask, can Spacey drive? Question.
Baldy. Can Spacey drive? I'm the real Baldy.
I saw you guys.
You're the big Baldy
afterwards.
around here.
My underwings ratted you out.
I'll make you eat those words.
I didn't know I'd be getting a free lobotomy today. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
And then I pop in, and the look on my face, you would think that I heard everything, but I heard nothing. It wasn't until I saw the clip afterwards. Squidward Sonic? No, that's supposed to be Baldy. I don't know anything about Baldy other than I watched a couple of streamers try to play it. And I honestly don't think I could handle that game. Something about the way that you're chased in it is just like, ugh, it makes my skin crawl. Ugh. It was hard. Yeah, it looked hard. Oh, Dominator!
Happy 3rd anniversary, Spacey.
Ah.
Spacey 56 Heart Alex's love.
Spacey 56 Heart Alex's love. Thank you so much for 13 months, and thank you for the anniversary wishes. And that is true, Alex's love. Oh yeah, and I played...
Oh my gosh, what was that? What was that?
Kirby Air Ride for the first time. This game is like surprisingly speedy when it wants to be. But yeah, like it's like reading up on the development history of this game is it's just so nuts. Like I honestly do not blame Sakurai for stepping away after making this game. Like he literally like quit HAL Laboratory because of how badly this game's development went. And even with that, it still turned out pretty solid. It was a very good, like the whole city trial thing. I understand now why so many people look fondly on it, even now. It's just like, it's so replayable. Yeah. And wait, did you hear about, there was a Kickstarter that started recently about somebody was making a spiritual successor to Kirby Air Ride, and it had like Chow Garden mechanics in it. It looks so good. I can't remember the name of it though. But I'm really excited for that. Oh, what was it called? What was it called? Like you ride on these like UFOs, and you're like these like alien astronauts. What was it? Oh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's the one made by Chalmix. It's what? It's on the tip of my. It's on the tip of my tongue. He made a bunch of songs. Yeah. Chalmix is like right. Star Garden. That's the one. Let me see if I can find the page for it. Okay, Kickstarter. What? It was on Kickstarter, right? I don't think it's on BackerKit. So, Star Garden. Wait, it's not on Kickstarter? Okay. I will just type it into my search bar. I type it in and it brings up a restaurant in Buffalo, New York. Why? No, where's the game? Oh, Alex, thank you. Okay, it's on Steam. So if you look at the link that Alex posted, doesn't it look amazing? It's got like that early 2000s Sega vibe to it. Like it looks like a game that you would play on the Sega Dreamcast. Ah, that's so good, and I love that they're mixing in Chow Garden mechanics that will make it feel so much more unique compared to Kirby Air Ride. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Have you seen it before, Alex? It looks so good. And like I feel like because of it's perfect. It's genius actually, because like a lot of people still play Sonic Adventure 2 to this day specifically to raise Chow. And you know what it's like if you've raised Chow in that game. You have to play the same like levels over and over again in order to grind for materials. That kind of like grind set would be perfect in this game because it's taking after Kirby Air Ride City Trial, and as everybody knows, City Trial is highly replayable. So it's like I feel like it's going to be a much better grinding experience to get materials for your little guy. And oh my gosh, it looks so good! I cannot wait! I cannot wait to try it. You remember the Announcy trailer a while ago? Yeah. Now that you mentioned it too, Joker, like the designs of like the way they handle like UFOs and like the alien costumes, it kind of has Space Channel 5 vibes, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, I've heard of that too, Joker. 2D Chow Garden fan game. I do not know why Sega refuses to capitalize on that concept of having like a mobile Chow Garden game. But like nowadays, like at the same time, I feel like I'm grateful that they didn't, because you just know if they made a mobile Chow Garden game, it would be like stuffed to the brim with like nasty microtransactions and stuff. And like those cooldown timers where you just have to like pay money in order to like do stuff faster. So maybe it's for the best that the Chow raising mechanic is confined to the Sonic Adventure series. Yeah, the curse of fan gaming. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I am very much looking forward to Star Garden. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm not even halfway through the year and we've already been streaming for 3 hours. My goodness. So I'll just go through the clips that I have compiled so far and
That's a wrap.
not do the second half of the year, just so I can do my announcement. I'm still really proud of that Toa portrait. Oh, more scuff. Wrong screen.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I got a pop up in this. I got a pop up in the corner there, top right of our new Dark Fairy friend is streaming now. maybe we can raid into him afterwards. If he's still streaming by then. Imagine somebody making Carol Chow. A Carol Chow would be so cute. Like, you know how fluffy she is in Freedom Planet 2? Imagine that fluff on the Chow. Wow. Yeah, we could raid into Rune afterwards if he's still streaming. What's up?
Hi,
What's that t-shirt you're wearing? This is where I first learned about the got that dog in me meme. I got that dog in me.
It's the Costco. It's the Costco hot dog.
The Costco hot dog. Let's go.
Oh, Edge.
I have been wanting to make this joke for like months.
It's so good. It like fits your pink tuber perfectly too. What's the dog doing? What's the dog doing?
I forgot.
Live Edge Drive reaction, yeah. I've never had a Costco hot dog before, but I'm gonna make it a point if I ever find a Costco in the wild. Gotta try their dogs. Gotta get that dog in me. Yay! New elevator! Ah! Anyone who's played Classic Doom, you know the visceral fear of opening a door and being created with multiple arch files. Like, you know, oh my gosh. And I could just feel after, like, after I watched the clip again, I could just feel like that was exactly what the developers intended. Like, they want you to recoil and panic after you open that elevator door. Because that's like something that, that's like another game design trope that I am quite fascinated by. Like, you think about, like, really super tough enemies like the Archvile in Doom. And it even extends to, like, certain kinds of power-ups and items, like the blue shell, for example, in Mario Kart. What do these things have in common? They are what I consider to be disruptors. They break the usual flow of gameplay in a way that kind of, like, forces players to take a new approach to what they're currently doing. And in Doom's case, what the Archvile does is it forces you to retreat and take cover in a game where you're normally fine with just, like, going in guns blazing and getting up close and personal with the monsters. Especially with weapons like the super shotgun that encourage you to get up close and personal. Now, with if an Archvile enters the arena, if you're not immediately up next to them, you will want to back off and take cover. And on top of that, they kind of have, like, a soft time limit in the sense that it's only a matter of time before they undo all of your hard work and start resurrecting monsters. So as soon as they appear, they are your #1 threat. And that's what causes them to kind of, like, derail a combat encounter. And it can be done in some very clever and fun ways. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. I am very much a fan of adding just a little bit of bullshit into a game sometimes. Not a lot, just a little. Enough to keep players on their toes, not get them too comfortable with using the same strategy over and over again. So that way they kind of, like, sorry, they kind of get into that mindset more of, like, okay, I need to be ready for things to change at a moment's notice. So they won't ever get too comfortable with using, like a specific cheesing strategy. That's what I like about the Archvile, despite how annoying they can be. They are annoying in a good way. Yeah, they're not Archviles for nothing. I haven't played the modern Doom games yet, but I heard that the Marauder from Doom Eternal serves a similar purpose, where they're, like, heavy disruptors in gameplay flow. And, like, I remember seeing, like, a screenshot on Twitter from somebody. They screen capped an encounter they were about to enter that had, like, 4 Marauders and an Archvile in it, and I could feel their heart sink when they saw that. But stuff like that is really cool, because especially if you have ample time to prepare for the encounter, you kind of just think about, okay, how could I approach this? And if it doesn't work, what other things could I try? Yeah, the Marauders suck. Yeah. Yeah, basically the Marauders force you to do, like, quick swapping between different weapons, because that's the only way that you can take advantage of the very brief hit stun that you get when you hit them with a weapon. At least from what I've heard. I haven't fought them yet. But, like, going back to the Mario Kart example, the blue shell is another example of a disruptor, because as soon as somebody fires one off, suddenly first place becomes a massive liability. So if you're in first place and second place is right behind you, you'll want to hit the brakes so that you're not in first by the time the blue shell catches up. And for everybody else, they are going to get the heck out of the way. It completely changes, like, the dynamics of the race when a blue shell comes out. And, like, depending on the Mario Kart game, like, the blue shell in Mario Kart 64 wasn't a big deal. But other Mario Kart games, they will like, give players blue shells way too frequently. And, like, at that point, like, you really just want to hang in, like, second, third place at most, and then just make a beeline during the final stretch. And then, of course, there's other games like Mario Kart 8, for example, that are way more balanced and have better, like, countermeasures. But even then, you kind of have to, in first place, you have to, like, hold on to a super horn. just in case the blue shell comes. But by doing that, you sacrifice your ability to use other items. So just the fact that literally everything revolves around the blue shell just goes to show how strong of a disruptor it is. And as much as I freaking hate the blue shell, it's arguably one of the reasons why the game has such a high player base. Because it is the single biggest reason why less skilled players have a chance at winning. And you know, it makes it's also kind of indicative where I consider Mario Kart to be a party game more than a racing game. Or, you know, it's just something that you play with your family if you want to have fun. It's not meant to be like a serious thing, even though a lot of people do take it seriously and it has like ranked matches online and stuff. But, you know, that's beside the point. But, yeah, blue shell. Another example of a disruptor. Disruptors can be a force for good if you use them correctly. And in some Mario Kart games, that is true of the blue shell. It is used correctly. The way it should in order to increase like accessibility to less experienced players. And again, Archvile and Doom, a very positive example of a disruptor, especially in the modern days, because a lot of the custom maps that are made for classic Doom these days make very effective use of Archviles in certain combat encounters. And it really shakes things up. So good. And if you look at the Freedom Planet games too, there are certain enemy types that I kind of try to make just into disruptors. They're what I call the elites. The enemies that take a beating, they will hit you pretty hard with their attacks, and they are pretty effective at chasing you down, whereas other enemies usually just like stay in one spot and you can run past them. In the first Freedom Planet, that was the Shade Troopers. They were the elites. Second Freedom Planet, I would say Aqua Troopers, but they also kind of have low HP, and the Zombie Troopers in that game do too. I think there's some enemy types in Inversion Dynamo in particular that do a much better job of being disruptors, such as the Cold Black version of Shell Growth, for example. Those Shell Growths in that level do a very good job of chasing you down. I would argue that they're a better example than the Aqua Troopers. And no spoilers, but there are enemy types like that in Chrono Gear as well. And I feel like because the player character in Chrono Gear is so much stronger, like the fact that they can control time and everything and use it to like block attacks and like do a ton of damage in a short amount of time. It's really fun. It's been a really fun challenge because I have to make sure that there's like a good balance of combat and platforming in any given situation. Because if it's pure combat, the player just wipes the floor with everything. But that has just like kind of forced me to come up with creative solutions where a lot of the combat counters will have some sort of platforming element that you have to work around. And it's so good, and it kind of makes me less shy about having like super tough enemies because the player can usually handle them because they're so strong. It's just that like the environment that you find them in is what you have to kind of work around. Yeah, I would love to be like interviewed about this game sometime because it has been such a wild ride. I've learned so much despite making games for such a long time. Like if you count my hobbyist experience, I've been making games for over 24 years at this point. And just this like year and a half, 2 years that I've been working on Chrono Gear has been like such an eye-opening experience. It's just, it's so good. But yeah. Oh, see you later, Haidon. Thank you for hanging out with us. But yeah, this is all stuff like it's kind of interesting to think about. Like after we're done with this game, I'll spend like the next year like telling people about how we made it. And it's cool. I like teaching people game design. I think that's why I enjoy streaming on Twitch so much and why I've been doing it for 3 years now. It's because I like teaching people game design. I like just like talking game design with people and like just to see everybody's enthusiasm in the chat and all of your support and everything. It just like means the world to me that I can share my passion like this in a way that I was never able to in years prior, like prior to the rise of VTubers. So thank you all so much. Yeah, 24 years, Jonas. I've been there for a while. I'm an older bat. Yeah, experience. To be fair, I did start at a young age in terms of my first game software. Do I like first-person shooters? It depends. I like the speedier ones, like Doom. I've heard that Ultra Kill is up my alley too, but I haven't played it yet. Yeah, I'm not much for like the duck and cover shooters. More like the speedy ones. You're still a young, silly Bato? Yes, exactly. You're only as old as you feel. Okay. What the heck? That's a weird title for that URL. Oh, this part.
And you know, that thought, it just makes me want to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones on its way to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. Come on, Syntax, sing along.
Yeah. Like, I was surprised at the number of people in my chat who had never heard of that blooper. I guess it makes sense because I only ever like it's in the game files, but you have to actually like go out of your way to look through it in the database. But like not a lot of people, not everybody has like been on my SoundCloud page, but I decided to upload it there, and it was just a silly little Easter egg that Lord Brevon's voice actor Xander Berga did, and I was like, oh, that's so good. Free implant to be a sickle. BRB going to the cutting room floor. Please do. The like no shot, the cutting room floor article on Freedom Planet is like one of the most extensive on the entire website. It's crazy. I guess it's just a consequence of us being a Kickstarter project and being so open with development. But yeah. There's so many things that it's just like you could just like feel my thought process based on some of the content that eventually got cut. Oh, Hellsword, that's an interesting observation. Because you all know the Switch 2 got announced. I'm like, let's go. And I'm very glad that it has backwards compatibility with Switch 1. I think that's going to really like make the console stand out. But yeah, Hellsword, I think this is actually the first time that Nintendo has had like a numbered name, like a numbered sequel to their previous console. I would have thought that they'd went for something like the Super Switch, or I don't know. But I'm honestly glad that they have gone simple with the name Switch 2. Very straight to the point, and it just goes to show that they've kind of learned from their experience with the Wii U and with the new 3DS. Because like those names were based on how those words sounded in Japanese. And I'm sure in Japanese they've sounded very trendy and interesting, but when you're marketing the console to an international audience, it gets a little bit muddier. So I can understand the confusion that led to people confusing the Wii for the Wii U and all that. So all things considered, I am okay with it being named the Switch 2. That's what you were thinking? Yeah. Still got the mag. Yeah, it's cool how they've got like magnets on the controllers now, and you just click them into place instead of sliding them down. I think that's gonna help with the durability of the console, especially if like little kids are playing it. And I'm hoping like there was one part of their announcement of the Switch 2, the video. There's one part of the video where they focused in on the Joy-Con's analog stick as it was rotating around. I hope that's a subtle hint that they fixed the Joy-Con drift problem. I really hope so. And I'm also just kind of like dreading the fact that not only my custom Joy-Cons, but every other pair of Joy-Con in the house is about to become completely obsolete. But I wonder how long it will take after the console is out for like custom part manufacturers to start like providing new like Joy-Con shells. Because I'd love to do another stream where I do a Joy-Con swap. I really enjoyed that. I think that was to date like my only hand cam stream. But it was super nice and chill, and it was fun to like make like a SpaceyBat themed Switch. There's this YouTube channel called Freedom Planet Archived. Wonder if you can help out the channel in terms of chronicling the Freedom Planet series development. Maybe someday. if I'm not like super busy with other things. But in the meantime, I suppose I could just like answer like the occasional question about those sorts of things. If the Switch 2 is more powerful or the same as Switch 1. Okay, Joker, so the Switch 2 has more powerful hardware to the point where there will be games, first party titles at least, that will only run on Switch 2 and they won't run on Switch 1. Everyone saw footage of Mario Kart in the video that they showed, and it was a completely different track that is not in Mario Kart 8. So it's looking like Switch 2 will have Mario Kart 9 on it. So that's going to be interesting. I wonder what's going to be different. It's going to be... I have a feeling it's not going to have as much content as Mario Kart 8, because Mario Kart 8 has almost literally every single track in previous Mario Karts. So I wonder what they're going to do differently. Makes me wonder. Hope it has OLED, but it probably won't. Yeah, I would imagine they would still be a bit price conscious for this numbered sequel. Yeah, we can actually play Freedom Planet 2 on Nintendo Switch 2. And as a matter of fact, I think Dark Moon Cross made a social media post on the Galaxy Trail Twitter account that said exactly that. And yeah, they changed Donkey Kong's like appearance. It looks kind of interesting. Joy-Cons. Yeah, I saw that too. Like, the fact that you can put like the Joy-Cons like face down and use them as a mouse, that's so cool. It makes me wonder what kind of games could take advantage of that feature. I know it would be a good substitute for just like pointing the Joy-Con at the screen. But maybe it could be used for something like, I don't know, like a Mario Paint sequel. I bet it would come very much in handy for whatever follows Super Mario Maker 2. Because I would much rather build levels with a mouse than with a controller. Yeah, it's looking like we can actually use them as a mouse, said Shive. Some WarioWare would be good for that. Yeah, I bet it would. All right, we got 2 more clips, and then I'll hop over to the chat screen, and then I'll have a little something to share with you all. This is and these final 2 clips aren't even halfway through the year. Well, maybe a little bit over halfway.
You better watch out.
You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. Same brain cell. You better watch out. 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 You better watch out.
No, she's trying to eat though. Oh no!
Wow. Bat. Mosquitoes.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
No, please don't bite on the paper, please. No.
Like,
No.
literally all you need to do in order to turn Santa Claus is Coming to Town into a horror song is just only have the first line. You better watch out. You better watch out. Yeah, they could have point and click games on Switch too. And you know, the other thing too is that a lot of the smaller like indie games, a lot of the eShop, I guess what I should say, the eShop, it has a lot of games that were very obviously made for PC first. So it makes me think that it's very smart that the Joy-Cons in Switch 2 can be used as a mouse, because then you can play those games that were designed for PC first, like a PC. It makes me wonder if there's going to be a Switch 2 keyboard, because that would just kind of like complete the circle, wouldn't it? To where you could play some games on Switch 2 as if they were PC games. That's kind of the common thread, isn't it, with the next console generation? Across the board, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, their next lineup of consoles are pretty much just PCs. And I think Nintendo is the one that breaks the mold the most, just because of their insistence on like having like a lot of first party content that you can only play on that console, which I think is a smart move, because that's the only reason that like I still buy Nintendo consoles, so that I can play Nintendo games. Only Sega's allowed to make Typing of the Dead. Oh, now that you mentioned it, if there was a Switch 2 keyboard, could you imagine them porting over Typing of the Dead? Oh, welcome back, Justoria. Oh my gosh, this last URL name, Elated Misty Velociraptor Lit Fam. What?
Bob the Guy, Chrono Gear Shaker, the Booty. That's actually the sequel.
The sequel. Shaker of Booty.
Yeah,
I would
we're
appreciate
here.
it if you didn't leak that. Thank you.
We're all here for the backstory, if you get my drift. Yeah, the backstory.
The backstory.
Yeah, the backstory is the booty. It's in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
don't
a
explain
mystery.
your
We're gonna
joke.
get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
That was a good follow-up.
You know, I mean,
Perfect timing.
the players are smart. I'm sure they'll get a crack at it once it comes out.
Well, chat, we'll need your assistance.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Violet.
I mean, I don't know what to say. Yeah, this game is looking so good. It's just all gas.
Oh no.
I like how you can set up soundboards on Discord. You just click them during a conversation. It's like, yeah. I've noticed that some people, they'll set up a specific sound effect to play whenever they enter a chat. I find that that's actually a very good way to audibly hear who entered the chat without having to ask who it is or to check the Discord window. I wonder what my sound effect would be. I'd have to think about it. All right, let me hop over to the game screen, and then we can do a thing and then wrap things up. You better watch out. Okay, that was fun. Let me just make sure that I close down all the other stuff in the other scene. So I'm gonna delete these windows. Oh, kind of nervous. Okay, I'm just gonna close this window. Alright, so you got this, Spacey? Ah, thank you. Oh, D-Birch. We actually just got done talking all about the Switch 2 teaser. And I'm optimistic. I think this is a console that I will buy. Very interested to see what they do with the mouse functionality. And I'm interested to see what they'll do with this new supposed Mario Kart game that they kind of teased as well. And I'm also very glad that it is compatible with everything on the Switch 1. And it's just that some games will only run on Switch 2 and not Switch 1. Yeah, those are my summed up thoughts. I'm excited. I will buy. And I'd love to do like a Joy-Con swap in the future once those parts become available. Only when you get a stable job, you'll get it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, absolutely. I kind of want to get it too because, you know, I'm a game developer. I gotta make sure that my games actually work on the console. Yeah, I didn't notice, T-Birch, that Donkey Kong does look differently. Yeah. Very interesting shift in style. Alright, so you all have kind of, if you've been on my streams the past few months, I have been not so subtly hinting that SpaceyBat 2.0 is on the way. Yeah, I just can't shut up about it. But like, I'm so excited about it. And like, I remember like talking like vaguely about like some of the assets that have been finished as they're getting finished. And like, we have a date for the debut now. And I'm pretty sure that everything will be done by this date. So without further ado, let me give you your first sneak peek with this announcement banner. Let's go! I'm getting totally rebranded. And my model has the same like base shape and everything. I have the same face, for example, but I'm switching themes. And this is gonna be my new default outfit. Yes, I have a sword. I have a sword, and what is that? What is that in the middle that I'm wearing? It looks like maybe I'm wearing like a cloak or like a cape or something. And like those boots on the bottom, they look like they have some kind of like flared part to them. And what's going on with my hair? What kind of hair is that? Huh. These are things that we'll be pondering over the next couple months. So, SpaceyBat 2 is happening. And I'm going to be debuting in March, on specifically March 28th, which is a Friday. And it's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern. And like, oh my gosh, yeah, you can actually like see the sword design in my logo, my new logo. I love this logo, it's so good. Ah! Oh yes, I'm so excited. So the plan is, here's the plan. So, February will be the last time I will be streaming as SpaceyBat 1.0. Well, technically no. I'll still switch back to this outfit depending on context. Like this model, I should say. But I will be using my new one far more from March onwards. Also, later in February, I want to start having some test streams over on YouTube. I want to learn how to cross-stream on both platforms because I think that will help a lot with my YouTube channel in terms of the algorithms and stuff. Because there is like a dedicated tab on YouTube channel specifically for live streams. So if I do dual streaming, then I won't have to like cut up the VODs or anything anymore. So I have some VTuber friends who are more experienced and I can talk to them about what I need to do to set that up. But I want to have a few test streams with my current model just to make sure that everything's good as gravy. And then starting right at the beginning of March, I'm going to be taking a month-long hiatus. Not only because I need time to prepare, extra time to prepare for everything, like switching over. Like I pretty much have to start over from scratch with my OBS setup. So I'm gonna upgrade OBS. I'm gonna get all the overlays and stuff set up. I'm gonna get the alerts set up. Everything's changing. Like I'm getting new alerts, new model, new sound effects, music, new like windows and overlays and stuff. Like everything's changing. And yet everything's staying the same too. Like it's still gonna be me, but I very much like the direction that this is going in. Like you'll see what I mean once I start teasing things in March and once I start like doing my rebranding. I'm still gonna be SpaceyBat, but this is going to be a bit classier of a SpaceyBat. Something that kind of lines up more with like what my interests are with streaming and who I am as a person. I'm very excited. This has been in the works for quite a while, so oh my gosh, I can't believe it's almost here. Just a couple months away. Yes, exactly, Crit. I have a sword now. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm gonna take March off completely. The other reason I'm taking March off completely is because I'm gonna be knee deep in Chrono Gear development at that point. Because we really want the game to be released this year. So we're gonna work really hard on it, and I think we have what it takes. Our team is absolutely stellar. But without having to focus on streaming for a whole month, it will give me a little bit of wiggle room in that regard. And then I will reveal what the model actually looks like ahead of the debut. I'll probably reveal it like within the first 2 weeks of March, because I'm going to be switching over like my avatars and my theming and everything. So you'll see what I look like right when March rolls around. Oh my gosh, it's almost finally here. I'm so excited, and I hope everybody looks forward to SpaceyBat 2.0. Wow. Can't wait. Oh, thank you so much. And all of this wouldn't have been possible without your support. Just the fact that you all have made such a loving and supportive community where we can just like chill and talk about games and stuff. And because of that, I have felt like truly comfortable VTubing to the point where I just like want to take it to the next level like this. And like, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what the future holds. And like, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting once like Chrono Gear is wrapped up and I'm kind of like in that space between projects. What would happen if I just like went full in on streaming? Or I could just like use that opportunity to just like take a break for a few months from game design and just like talk to people about how we created our latest project. And then afterwards, after we've gotten like a good rest, we could work on the next game project. We shall see. Either way, I do very much enjoy like game design. Like doing game design stuff on stream. I feel like game design, like in terms of making games, I feel like I'm a storyteller at heart, and I feel like the reason I'm so like passionate about making games is because it's my favorite like medium for telling stories. And I feel like 2.0 definitely leans into that story aspect. I will have lore for the first time, actually, come to think of it. Yeah, like I don't really have lore like most other VTubers. I'm just that go fast. But now I'm actually gonna have a little bit of lore. So I don't know how I'm gonna present that lore just yet, but we'll see. The lore! Yeah, oh my gosh. I can't wait. I wish I could show it now, but I have to reserve myself for just a couple more months. And then it'll be good as gravy. Well, yeah, no, right, Lancelot? Like, I'm still myself. But it's just, like, fun, like, dressing up as a battle every day. And just having, like, you know, like, pressure-free conversations with everybody. Yeah. Yeah, dream those crazy dreams. Because even if they aren't quite as crazy as you originally thought they would be, you'll still come out of the gate with something, like, really interesting. And something memorable. Yeah, like not every VTuber has lore. Some VTubers are literally just like, okay, I'm such and such animal, and I play games, and that's it. There's nothing wrong with that. And I do think that even though I will have lore finally, it won't really matter in most cases. Like, you know, it'll be fun to like crack jokes about it every now and then, but like it doesn't really like apply to what I do online. So it's just flavor, you know, and it kind of like adds to like the atmosphere. Oh, Esonic Man, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I am currently like making an announcement at the end of March. I'll be debuting a new model, and like all of my overlays and stuff are going to be changed too. Yeah. It's cool to use a VTuber avatar just to represent yourself. Yes, I agree. So good. I know, right, Esonic? We actually spent like the past half hour before this announcement, like just like gushing about the Switch 2 and like what the heck is going on with the new Mario Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart 9 real. I wonder if it's going to be called Mario Kart 9 or if they're going to change it. Like, do you remember how back like in the Super Nintendo days or the Nintendo 64 days, a lot of the games on those consoles would like attach Super to the name or 64 to the name. It'd be really funny if they did that with Nintendo Switch 2, even if it's not like a direct sequel. Like Mario Kart 8 too. It would make no sense. It would just be really funny. Yeah, Blake, like that would have been my first guess if they were gonna like name it something other than a numbered sequel. I would have guessed Super Nintendo Switch. But I could see why that would maybe not be the best option because there already is a Super Nintendo. So maybe like the older folks won't understand the difference between a Super Nintendo and a Super Nintendo Switch. So Switch 2, whatever. It's straight to the point. There's no confusion about what it is. Yeah, I saw some speculation that maybe the new Mario Kart would be like an upscaled version of Mario Kart Tour. But we've never seen that track before, so I'm pretty sure that's not the case, which I'm happy about. I'll see you later, Kamaiku. Super Nintendo switcheroo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't believe we finally like announced SpaceyBat 2.0. I'll post this on social media afterwards once we raid over to Rune. Do not summon that into existence. Yeah. Yeah, graphics are way better too. Yeah. I did notice that. It'll be interesting to see what they pull off with the increased like hardware power. Yeah. Like the gap between the consoles, like Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft. Nintendo has always lagged behind in that regard. So it makes me wonder if the gap is going to be a little bit closer this time. Like, considering that this is still, for all intents and purposes, a portable console, it is phenomenal. I think only the Steam Deck has it beat out. Which, I kind of curious about the Steam Deck myself. I kind of want to get one in the future, but I have other priorities right now, so I'll wait. Yeah, I wonder what other first-party titles would be up first on this new Switch. Wagugas! Oh, there's Wagugas. Okay. Wagugas! Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Argo, thank you for gifting subbies. Thank you for your support. Sorry for blocking Wagugas with my big debut announcement banner. It's okay, that's okay. Yeah, okay, so since it's compatible with Switch 1 games, I don't think we're gonna get a new Smash Bros. At least not until like the tail end of the Switch 2's lifespan. I would be like delightfully surprised if we did. Because like, how do you follow up Smash Ultimate with all the characters it has? There's no way.
Farna North Dragon gifted a tier 1 sub to Argo 7200. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Thank you so much for gifting a subby. Thank you, Far North Dragon. Yeah, like, I could see that, Blake, actually. I could see them maybe doing, like, a Smash Bros. Ultimate Plus that takes advantage of the increased graphical fidelity. And, like...
Bats. Lovely bats, so wonderful bats.
Lovely bats, so wonderful bats. Thank you so much, Elfie, for 100 bits. Or should I say 100 bats? 100 bat bits. I'll call them bat bits. Thank you. Yeah, like, if they do, like, just, like, a straight-up, like, new version of Smash Bros. Ultimate, I hope they add a proper, like, one-player adventure mode. Because, I'm sorry, but, like, World of Light, or whatever it was called, did not cut it. It was just, like, a glorified event mode. Hyper Metallics, thank you for 100 biddies. Thank you. Thank you for the bat bits. And, like, oh, hold on a second. I do like how some of the mini-maps in World of Light, they very much played into the gimmicks of their respective franchises, but I want that in, like, a Metroidvania-style map. Like, or even just something like Melee's Adventure Mode would be really cool. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Far North Dragon. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah! Yeah, something like Melee's Adventure Mode would be cool too. To where you just go through a sequence of like linear platforming challenges with boss fights sprinkled in. Like something like that, I think would like really like it would really be like for me. It's what I want to see, because I feel like having that kind of for as much representation as Smash Bros. Ultimate has throughout so many different video game franchises, to play through actual platforming levels in those locations would be like amazing. And it could even be something like what always confused me, like for example, for Smash 4 on the 3DS version, they had Smash Run, and they had programmed so many unique enemies from across different video game franchises, but they just crammed them into this one map that never changes. They could take those specific enemies and like port them into like their own levels based on different video game franchises. It would be really cool. Yeah, so if they do a Smash Bros. Ultimate Plus, I hope there is better single player content. The other thing I hope for is, like, I know, like, I'm not a competitive player, but I know it's something competitive players have wanted, is like rollback netcode. Or at least just better online play. Yeah, right. That's the thing too, Nat. They haven't leaned much into the crossover potential with like single player campaigns. Like everybody is there, but they're just there. In Subspace, it always bother you how the environments were more generic and not Nintendo works. That too. It makes me wonder with how ubiquitous brawl modding is. It makes me wonder what would happen if they took like the Subspace Emissary levels and just gave them a coat of paint. Like they have areas themed after Kid Icarus, but make some levels themed after Mario Bros. Or Zelda, or Star Fox. Just like the normal levels. That would be really cool. That reminds me, like I haven't played Rivals yet, but like somebody made like a Subspace Emissary-esque game mode for Rivals 1. And it looks really interesting. Oh, thank you, Odshive. I receive your love and I send it back. I reciprocate my own. But I receive yours. Alright, so I think I'm gonna call it here. I will get myself something to eat and I'll feed my puppos. And then I will post this banner on social media afterwards so that everybody can get hyped. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Yeah, this was a nice chill day. It was nice. It was really fun, like reminiscing with you all and just chatting and getting like excited for what the future holds. That's all I could ask for with every anniversary stream. Yeah, Spacey 2.0 hype. All right, so let us raid into our friend Rune. For those who don't know, Rune is a dark fairy VTuber who, yeah, they're Alex's partner. So, raid, dark, I have to make sure I spell it correctly. Dark fairy Rune. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Yeah, fairies. We are fairy appreciators in this chat. Okay, so here is the raid message if you are subscribed to me. If not, you can just say bat raid. Alright. So, without further ado, I shall bid you all adieu. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today and reminiscing. And here's to another fantastic year with you all. And you make it that much more fantastic by being here and supporting me. So thank you. And I am so excited for 2.0. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I hope you will look forward to it, and I hope you will look forward to our other projects that are ongoing. But until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll play some more Mega Man Zero in celebration of Mega Manuary. Right, take care of yourselves. That's a wrap. Bye. Bats.